There we go.
I
Well,
do
they were
have
going to
one
start the Robot
question.
Rebellion, but this is too interesting.
I do have one question. Were my summons last time getting augment summoning on their stat rolls?
I suspect not, because I keep forgetting that that is one of the things you have.
Yeah, if he's a summoner, he better have it.
I have perfect summoning. And I have
Remind me
Summoner's
the
Charm.
effects of augment summon, and I'll check
Plus
whether or not I've
4
already applied it to this Azada Gala.
Sure. Plus 4 strength and con to anything I summon.
Okay.
They're just better.
Toodoo.
Alright, you are correct. I did not apply that to the Gala.
Do you have Superior Summoning?
Yes.
And is the Strength and Con boon it?
For augment, yes.
Okay.
Superior Summoning is hilarious.
Yeah, that's how I'm getting, 6 squids randomly.
Alright, I'll update the Gala over on the library page.
I can't wait till level 20 when I can make a summon monster permanent. I'm debating whether to piss everybody off by having an ice devil follow me around, or to piss everybody off by enslaving an angel.
I think the second one would piss off more people.
It's kind of... Yeah, the second one probably would, because Fulton would just kill the first one.
Well, and she doesn't care about summoning out a devil.
Horns? No, this one doesn't need any. He's not going to be ramming anyone. What do you mean that trail of fire isn't acceptable? Okay, then.
I forgot to do something last week, too, but I'll get the opportunity again soon.
Alrighty. When we broke last session, you guys were mid-combat with a group of strange copper-armored man-sized things, and the only reason you have reason to doubt they are not men is because you cut one clean open and horrible black ichor started spilling out. And
let's collect that ichor on this plate I found.
And Shinalar, it is you and your Gala's turn.
Right. Okay, let me see.
The nearest active foes, however, are actually out in the adjoining warehouse. You can hear the sounds of combat, but you can't see any from there.
Well, I think she's just going to move and unsummon her Eidolon so she can actually summon more things. I'm kind of stuck with what I got.
Yes.
Oh wait, is the door one higher than that?
It's actually between those two.
There, I can see someone.
Yep.
Gorazin is totally an enemy.
And Lakarak is going back to places unseen for now?
Yes. Dismissed.
That, move standard or free?
That's a standard action.
Okay.
Hello, sorry about having to skedaddle unknowingly. Okay, back now. So, what I miss?
We have just started, and Shinalar has done her turn.
Okie doke.
Armor Welks.
The Azada still needs to do something.
Oh, Yazada, sorry. Hey, correct.
Heal
Ah.
me.
Let's see here. You can't really get to the front easy. The
Don't need
reason
to heal
these,
me.
yes, it can.
Yeah, it should probably start casting at this point.
All right, it's going to get out here where it can reach both Garazin and Fulton, and Fulton may be bleeding out the gauntlets, but Garazin's actually got several axe wounds in him, so let's start with him. The Azada has... Oh, are you in... Actually, you're in bad enough shape that it's going to start with its heel on you.
They've been nothing but wham on me with axes this whole fight.
Yeah, so Garazin, heal yourself 130.
Damn it, full.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Hey.
And doesn't really have anything else it can do as a move action.
About the only other thing, I mean, it can fly. How much space is above them?
Hmm. Well, in this corner of the warehouse, the ceiling's pretty low, but it gets much higher inside this circle of posts that you guys can't actually see at the moment. Can't technically see because of the vision blocking, but in the corner back here, the ceiling's only like 9 foot, and this line of boxes actually goes all the way to the ceiling. So it'll have the opportunity to move around and do more once it can get over these.
Right, right.
Alrighty, let's see here. You hear the sounds of heavy metal feet clumping about somewhere around that you can't see clearly, and somewhere you can.
Yes, please, make a conga line. Get a nice tight cluster.
And this one right at the front is going to wail on...
Himself.
That would be helpful.
Yeah.
One could dream, yes. It's going to wail on Fulton.
That's a difference.
Hold on just a moment, someone's just driven onto my lawn.
That's not
Take
What?
your gun with you. Alright, you're
Nope,
not American.
never
Sorry,
mind.
never mind.
Just someone very bad at 3-point turns.
okay.
All right.
Moving on.
Here I'm thinking the government has come for you and
Not in a silver SUV with blue ever-spinning hubs.
why not? No one suspected.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
That is
Oh,
a failure.
That is a huge failure.
That is sad. Not as sad as the one, but
Also a failure.
man, I'm
Of
gonna
course it is. Oh, he's not going to have the luck he needs today, is he?
No, he needs a 49 or better.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, okay. He's not doing it on his, he's not doing it with that. Oh, and actually that one is out. All right. And these two back here, who have clear line of sight on Garazin, except for their buddy, they're both going to ricochet their flying, returning great axes between their friend's legs and up into Garazin's chest.
because that totally makes sense for you to give your guardians that. Like, just buy lots of that.
I really think Garazin should probably get this one away from him or back up.
Oh, I can't back up, so I'm gonna stand here and just shoot all 3 of them at once and kill them all. Yay for me.
37 doesn't do
None
any
of those
good.
hit. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Sorry, I mixed that up. Yes, that 37 does not hit. The 51 does, though.
Yep. All right, take your 21 and roll me a. Let's see here.
I guessed.
And yes, and that's not including your +2 for being the dwarf?
No, because I just clicked the button.
Okay. And you are just fine.
Oh,
It's gonna be difficult to fight them through Gorazin.
I can't move them without having to push myself back, which means pushing the Gala back, which means a test.
Speaking of,
Alright, boom, 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 boom. That's my turn, so I'll just start shooting.
yep, there are 3 within possible coning.
Sorry, that's the maximum amount of guys I can hit with a death shot, so I might as well.
All right, designating all 3.
If I can get this thing to work. Okay. One second.
Yep, yep.
Sorry about the delay. I was looking up to see if I had any like other buffs I was unaware of, so it's just the haste. I took notes. Alright, so here comes the first.
Yep.
That's the hasted one. That is the rapid one.
You are not having any luck against this one.
Well, I can't see, so. Next one, yeah, next one. They're all within 15 feet, so you should all take the extra +1 to hit and damage. Okay, so that is all of my shots apparently, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots. So that's 6 ammo I need to take off from my own notes.
Yep. All right, let's see here.
I don't misfire. Ones are just ones.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I saw a natural 20 in there. Yeah, so the final shot, a natural 20 on the third guy, which were arbitrarily designed. Him.
No, I already arbitrarily designated number 3 hit.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
1, 2, 3, left to right.
Alright, fair enough. So he got the 20, so I'll just re-roll a shot, I suppose.
What for?
Yeah, it's got to confirm in there already.
Oh, okay, that's magic. Okay. Yeah, magic voodoo. Moving on.
You doubt what? You doubt my script writing?
No, I just don't know what level of magic voodoo you put into it. Apparently a lot. Just keep it in mind, all 3 of them get the additional plus... crap, plus 13, that's it. It's equal to my class level, plus 13.
Mm-hmm.
They all get that extra 13 damage from each shot. And I still think they have a 5-foot step, but I can't move anywhere because I just land up in someone else's square, so I'm just going to stand here and look pretty. I am the
Right.
prettiest.
And they're in a cloud of smoke and look pretty.
God of deadly, deadly smoke.
Oof, pardon me. All right. next one. Who you actually hit the most reliably.
These are all touch attacks. I'm surprised I'm not hitting them all reliably, except for I hit the one guy had a bunch of ones on.
Remember, the one in the front here is completely blocking your access to the other two, so they're benefiting from cover.
Yeah, sure. Not sure that's... Yeah, they would have said it's not how that works, otherwise I would have trouble in every scenario like that.
No, that's how that works. They get total. They get total cover plus their
Not
AC.
against a scatter weapon.
Yeah,
The person doesn't
get...
provide cover to scatter. Doesn't. Sort of a conversation. You say whatever, just go with it. I just remember something.
Okay, if you're standing behind somebody who gets shot with a shotgun, you're not going to get hit with all the same bullets.
Yes, but for balance reasons, you can't have them provided. Like, there's a reason for it. It's like how burning hands can hit like a bunch of people in a row. You can make the same argument for burning hands, but that's still.
They're not getting total cover. Remember how I mentioned they suddenly started moving with unexpected speed earlier.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to remember every single rule that goes with Gorzin's weird scattergun. That's hard because there's a week where we can play.
Yep. All right, you've riddled those three with bullets, and they do look quite wounded for the effort.
Yay! I would 5-foot step, but I have nowhere to go, so I'll just stand here.
Yeah.
The smoking barrel.
Grozin, you and Fulton are at point blank from that one. Could you two please make reflex saves?
Oh
Sure.
boy.
We did pretty okay, I think.
Yeah, that horrible black blood spatters on your clothing, but it is merely unpleasant. Fulton.
So here's a question I'm not sure of. I can attack Armor Walk 44 from here, right?
Yes, you
at
can.
you, so
Yeah, I mean, I figured that much. I just want to double check. But
there is this pillar here, so
yeah.
he does have.
However, I'm assuming that even though it's kind of made as an attack action, I cannot bull rush him from here.
Definitely not. You can't bull rush around the corner.
What can I do to get in a better position for this?
Ask how tall the boxes are.
Yeah.
Get to high ground.
How high are they? Also,
swashbuckle that crap.
Are they just are they hollow and would therefore crumple as soon as I put my foot on them?
These are currently unoccupied chicken coops.
So yeah, they just crush.
You could still try and collapse it on the enemy, but it wouldn't really do much in the way of damage.
I mean, I could try to just knock them out of the way. That'd be a place to stand if I just kick them away.
Yeah, spell work doesn't work on these, right? Or something.
They had spell turning Limbo.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, we don't actually know that
though.
No, we don't.
But yeah, this guy has partial cover from you.
Okay, what would I have to do to get rid of those chicken coops enough to go stand there?
Bull rush the chicken coops.
Well, you
Scatter
have
them like leaves.
Yeah, you do have your sword, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
They're
there's
adamantine chicken coops. We're dealing with serious chickens.
Well, at the end of the row here, yeah, there's few enough of them. You could probably bull rush your way into that square, sending empty cages scattering. They're like they're wooden wicker. You should be able to push through them. I would not be quite so certain about these full clay jars of unknown that's on the far side of them.
No, I'm not going to bother with that. I'll just make a combat maneuver roll.
Yep. DC will be...
I believe would even have a +6 added onto it, because the Divine Power applies to strength checks. But I'm not sure it really matters for chicken coops.
It applies to strength checks, or it applies to... Because you're trying to do this...
Divine Power.
You're trying to do a maneuver in a hurry, pushing a bunch of stuff out of the way.
Attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, strength checks, and strength-based skill checks.
All combat maneuvers are attack rolls. So.
Alright.
That covers there. So yep, go ahead. The DC to get enough of them out of the way that it won't be difficult to rain when you're done is 30.
She a winner.
Hooray!
Alright, let me just draw over those with a gray square.
Chicken coops go flying everywhere.
An angry half-orc in paladin's armor comes roaring through a bunch of chicken coops. Now you have seen everything.
But of course, I think that's my turn.
Yeah, if you don't you don't happen to have improved Bell Rush, do you?
Nope.
Smack.
Damn.
Just one AOO for it. Not that bad a penalty.
They don't have snapshot, thank goodness.
And it doesn't hit. I continue to have a Vindicator shield.
Excellent.
Fine.
Alrighty.
Oh, before I forget.
Yes.
My hands!
Alright, so I have a question with summoning.
Yes.
How does it work with sight and summoning things larger than the square you can see?
If you can see where it is going to be, or part of where it's going to be, you can summon it there. If it's it does need to be able to fit where it's going as it is as it appears. So if you're trying to summon a large creature in a narrow alley, it better have compression. You can't summon it into place and
Or
then
be a
have
snake.
it compress.
Or being a snake, or some other creature that makes sense to fit in that kind of scenario.
Well,
You
problem
know,
is
creatures that have compression.
I can't see how big this area out here is.
So you can just guess and just hope it works.
Well, considering you could in real life, as you move between these two positions, sweep that field. Yeah, that's no problem. You can see the area behind those whelks without issue.
Alright.
And it's pretty big.
That
Large.
alone, moving right there alone is enough to see a huge portion back there.
Yeah. Let me just turn off Snap to Grid for a second. Yeah, you can see anything in that continuum.
Excellent. So we're going to summon basically right around here because, there's multiples that are going to probably be popping out.
Gotcha.
We're going for a swarm of dire tigers.
Okay.
Swarm of tigers. Woo.
Hey, it's cats again. There's bigger.
Yeah.
There's a theme building here.
Oh, it's Similodons. They're straight up Similodons.
Actually, it's Smilodon,
Yeah. Okay. However you want to pronounce it.
because they're just that happy with that big toothy smile.
Aw.
Random.
It sounds
I just
weirdly
want to show it
adorable.
to everyone else.
It just sounds adorable. Except it's not.
Random bullcrap. If I wanted to research a spell that summons a Minotaur swarm, what level do you think that would be?
Well, summoning swarms and minotaurs are high level, so...
I'm not working that out in session.
Just put that in your cap for now.
And you're not going to summon them already equipped with +5 flaming great axes.
Aww.
You have to buy hundreds of tiny ones for that to work.
Nah, they'll just come with their standard axes. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So yes,
use them
5
as
dire
walls.
tigers back there, basically.
5 tigers. Alright. Suddenly a Smilodon pack.
And suddenly the armor whelks start running away.
Yeah, that's weird.
Not really sure if they're actually going to even be able to hit them that well, but it'll be annoying.
And provide flanking.
Yes.
Alright, I'll have token for it in just a second.
I imagine they're all just going to take turns jumping on them, running away, jumping on them, running away, jumping on them. This pounce is a deadly thing.
That's a big tiger.
Yes, yes, it is.
Plus 9.
Well, I didn't think I could get away with summoning a Tyrannosaurus in here, so
I don't know. That's about a huge space. You're probably good.
Yeah,
It's
but it does kind of need a
gargantuan.
high ceiling.
True.
Oh, 105 plus 28 is 30.
Well, the plus
Three?
side is, since because they
Yes.
all have a +4 bonus to strength and con, they actually their chance to hit is a little bit better than you figured.
Yes. Speed 40. Oh, they don't have the pounce feat. Oh,
Aw.
Really? Wow. Dang.
I guess they are only CR8.
We can make a
It says
really...
special attacks pounce right there, and the I'm looking at, so I don't know.
Oh,
yeah, pounce and rake.
Yeah, I think
I keep I keep expecting to see pounce in the feats, not in the.
Yeah.
yeah,
Kinda
they get it
weird
as
how
a
they do
special
that.
quality because they're cats.
Yep. All right. And it's will save. There we go. 5. And fort save actually. That's 2 from there.
Remember, you could make a barbarian in 3.5 really broken because there's just an alternate class feature that gave them pounce.
So many tigers.
Tigers for everyone!
I can next summon lions and bears.
Oh my!
Oh my.
Then we'll
I
open
already
up a
said that. I
zoo.
win.
I didn't hear you.
What are we gonna do with that many fucking tigers when we kill these guys? I guess we'll just ride them out.
I'm okay with that.
Dismiss them.
But I want to be Conan.
Alrighty. And your tigers get
Smash
to act
that
this
plate,
turn,
Fluffy.
don't they?
Yep. Everyone pounce.
Pounce?
Well, actually, they don't have room to charge, so they can't.
No.
But
They're kind of just
two-
gonna stalk forward and just surround the two back here and just gnaw on them like chew toys.
Oh, actually, hold on. This one can make a charge on the one at the back. This one.
From that tiny little
Oh.
corner I can see, it looks like there's actually 3 back there.
There should be 5 in total.
There are.
Well, there you go then.
Okay, and they get to. Let's see here.
Got a nat 20 in there and a nat 1. Hooray! For someone.
Yeah, the nat 1 was the was the confirm.
Aww.
Lame.
All right, there is the sudden yowling of cats as they burst out from some unspeakable interdimensional space and begin putting horrendous amounts of scratches in the backs of those armor whelks. The Gala, let's see here. Well, the Garazan situation is covered.
In axe wounds.
What are you talking about? 3/4 of those are closed already.
3/4. Yeah.
Well, it could go greater invis and fly in and try to mess things up next turn.
Does it need to go greater invis?
Well, it had trouble hitting before.
Hmm.
This is true. That's the end of spells. If it like buff spells.
Yeah, let's see. It has.
It is
has
aware that its
bless.
last couple attacks didn't really do anything.
Favor only target self.
Could divine power itself.
Divine power is great.
Hmm.
Be better if you could put it on other people. Just saying.
It's range personal, unfortunately.
I know. That's why I said it'd be better if.
That's why you can't.
Oh, and just for future reference, my divine power runs out around 23.
Unless there's a legion of these guys hiding behind some more boxes, I don't think we're going to see around 23.
It's possible.
No, it's totally possible. I just don't think so. So what a
Check
legion of
what this
armor
spell
whelps
is.
are doing here, I don't know.
Well,
Whelp a kind of mollusk. Are we fighting mollusks?
well, the Gala sees evil creatures in metal armor. Let's chain lightning up this bitch.
That works.
Oh, please, God, no, don't do... Oh, okay, he doesn't know. Oh, no, this is going to suck for all of us.
Yeah, well.
We're a nice little conga line, too.
I was just reading through. The Gala has no means of detect magic, so...
I do have spell resistance 19.
Hopefully it starts on you.
Alrighty. Chain lightning, it is... Okay, it is evocation, not conjuration, so... Chain lightning is level... Oh, domain air. Okay, level 6. Guaranteed within the capture of the spell turn. One moment.
Boing.
The Gala was targeting this one back here because it's in a nice epicenter position, but
And that's going to hit the Gala and be a nice episode position of us.
Spells are turned backwards. Spell. Strikes one creature initially, then arcs to specified targets. I think if the spell turns, that you can't make decisions about how the spell should behave that are, once it's bounced off of them. I think the Gala will be the only one actually hit.
Yeah, because I mean, that's supposed to be like the caster controlling it to go somewhere else.
Yeah, and it's
True,
designated.
but if he centered a fireball on you, you would center a fireball on them. Dude, chain lightning is different from like a fireball. It's like that goes there, then there, then there.
Yeah, chain lightning is a secondary target per level, which the caster chooses. It's not like it rolls among everyone in the radius. So
Does spell turning say it just simply turns it upon the caster and treat it as if you cast the spell upon them or anything like that?
Spell turning simply says that the caster of the target becomes the target of it.
Okay, so it would just hit the Gala with that definition. At least that's how I think it would work. But
Yeah. Yep.
Because if it requires the caster to be like, well, I want to hit these 3 people, they can always choose not to. So she would just be like, I choose not to shock my friends.
Yeah. Alright, so the Gala...
Or you could say the Gala chooses to shock herself, then shock the armor woke again, but then she knows it'll just be reversed, just to keep shocking herself, so...
Does the Gala have to beat its own spell resistance?
You never have to beat your own spell resistance.
Okay.
I don't know.
General spell resistance rule.
Nope. Sorry, that was supposed to be a backspace, not an enter.
I'm half listening.
Well, she beat her own spell resistance anyway, so shock yourself.
Yep. Alright, that's caster level 13. DC 19. Reflex. Nope.
Well, I think your Gala might be leaving.
There's more where that came from.
Callous but true.
So a bolt lightning arcs over Garazen's head, over Welk 44, bounces off of unnumbered. There we go, 17. Comes on back, hits the Gizada, and it looks quite distressed by that, but it sets its face and gets ready to push back into the fray.
Corazon is abnormally happy to be still a dwarf and still pretty short as all things go.
Shinalar, do you have any action of your own? Oh no, wait, that's summon.
No, I've already summoned, so
Yes.
I could move, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Turns
Tonga.
so long they come in on themselves.
Yeah, she'll just hold. There's not any reason to move forward.
Alrighty.
Don't worry, guys, we'll make more tigers.
Just fill the room with tigers.
Yeah, it's just tigers, wall-to-wall tigers.
Alright, these Welks are a little distracted.
By tigers. Ooh, okay, that's a dead tiger.
That's a pretty dead tiger, yeah.
Thud.
Let's see here. With the summoning, their HP's 133. ODR or anything.
They should have got 130 health, so they're not dead, but like he's just gonna keep attacking that one.
It's gonna need to check the next one at that one. 25 and 20 is 45. This little kitty went wee all the way back home. This one does not like Fulton being that close.
Rude.
Or Garazin being that close. How dare you step on these chicken coops?
I deserved it.
Fulton.
Failure.
7, no good. 32,
Also failure.
No good. 31, no good.
Spang, spang, clang, spang.
This one's going to ignore the kitty at his back, and is going to bounce his axe off the ceiling down onto Fulton's head. So the way these thrown axes work, they bounce them off of things, and they get to ignore your shield.
Lovely. Okay, let me go check what that is then.
That's a lot, honestly.
Although I'm curious.
It ignores the +9 that your shield is granting you, because if I remember right, that's also...
It's a sacred bonus.
It is a sacred bonus to...
AC.
The shield does not provide this bonus to any other... This is the important bit. To any other wielder, but the Vindicator does not need to be holding the shield for it to retain this power. So it's not really...
Okay, so...
It's just in the shield.
Okay, yeah, it grants... yeah, it's something being granted to you, not
Yes.
not like a
Dumb
spell
question.
applied to the shield in and of itself.
Yeah.
If this hits him, theoretically, would that take away his shield's
Yes.
bonus?
As a hit that landed, yes.
It does take my AC down to 43, ignoring like the normal shield bonus.
Yeah, roll a 2.
Okay, so yeah, if you subtract just the normal shield and its enhancement bonus from your AC for this attack,
He gets a natural 1. Awesome. He bounces it off his own face.
well,
You had the best shot. You just completely fuck it.
yeah, yeah. Well, this one knows well enough to follow a good line, and besides, right now he doesn't really like the fireworks coming from Garazan's direction. So Fulton, have another of the same.
That is another thrown one.
Yep.
That one does hit, unfortunately.
You do have a +1 from the haste bonus, but I don't know if that means
That doesn't help.
Alright, just checking.
So I lose my bonus. Oh well.
Sad.
Down to a 40 AC then?
Or against
yes.
throwing weapons, yeah.
Okay.
Or against everything, because you lost.
Yes,
you
I just
lost a
lose the
lot.
bonus, and I guess throwing weapons is even lower now.
Hmm. Alright, that was that one, that one. Unseen movement.
I'll go ahead and lower my AC.
Okay. Garazan.
I could shoot them. I could shoot them. Or I could shoot them.
But pretty kitties.
I cannot edit my token again.
I can literally limit myself to a 50-foot cone and just hit the 3, you know. I can choose how big my cone is. That's what she said.
I wasn't gonna say it.
You were gonna. If you weren't, Brad was.
So I can't edit my token, so I can't change my AC.
One moment. Is it still giving you the error?
Mm-hmm. Actually, I think I might have fixed that, so since it's not my turn, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, so I had 13 damage to all of those, to all of them, and I make a 50-foot cone, so I only hit them and not the kitties, so, yeah. And that would be my turn, and I think that's 6 shots, but I'll double check. Yep, 6. Point blank is a +1 to hit and damage within 30 feet, or is that just for the sake of note keeping?
I beg pardon?
In the macro it says to hit gets +1 within 30 feet. That applies to damage too for point blank, or is that that's just the one listed? Isn't list the damage one? I don't know how macro works.
Well, it doesn't have any way of calculating the distance to the individual targets because it doesn't know which targets are which. So no, that would be just a typo then.
Okay, so it's just for us to remember.
Yep.
So yeah, so they're within point blank, so that's a +14 to damage and so on, including the scatter power. I'm glad it's 3 of them. If there's any more than 3, I couldn't shoot them all with extra damage. One of them would just have to like sort of stand there taking the light pepperings.
Yeah, it didn't work. I still can't edit.
I've cleared out the fields the calculated fields that might be causing problems.
I don't know. It just tells me an unexpected error has occurred.
Right now.
Nope.
All right. Well,
I mean, I can just keep track of my AC. It's not a huge thing, but
Well, I've applied the change for now. I'll try and remember to fire it up and try using the debugger on that, because there shouldn't. Yeah, there's nothing I can see that could be doing that. So.
I don't know. Kind of weird.
Yep. Anyways, the one that's right in front of you there, Garazin, you turned it into Swiss cheese that time. Could Garazin and Fulton please make reflex saves? Okay. Fulton, some of that disgusting black blood ends up coming in through the slit of your helmet and.
Hold on 1 second. Fulton, you have a plus. I don't know if it matters. +1 reflex because of haste.
Yes, I accounted for that.
Okay, never mind. 1 second.
Comes in through the slit of your helmet and gets on your face, and it reeks a lot more on your skin than you thought it smelled on the floor.
Lovely.
Just double check that my notes were correct here as to the name of this thing, because there are so many goddamn conditions that sometimes I don't get it right. There we go. Fulton, you are nauseated until... Now, you won't be nauseated for too long, but you are nauseated for now.
Ugh.
Single move action per turn, no other thing requiring attention.
That's a nasty one.
So, that one back there is also shredded. To luck out. Okay. Let me remove the halos from the ones that are down. Bear in mind, those bodies are so big and cumbersome that where they lay is difficult terrain.
Yes, I'm checking that right now. Because oddly enough, I don't have to deal with difficult terrain very much.
Mostly, you can't 5-foot step through it, and it costs double when you move through it.
Okay, so with haste,
So what I missed about the black blood?
It's disgusting.
You're
Yay.
fine, but Fulton is nauseated badly.
Wow, that is pretty nasty. It looks like 2 have died and 1 is still standing. All right then.
Yep.
Yeah, just trying to figure out where to move to, since all I can do is move.
I can move up right up to him and say, "Come out, bro," or you can just stay there and wait. I mean, he's bound down to nothing. He's surrounded by Smilodons. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fine.
Since I've got haste and therefore 40 feet of movement, I'm fine to just move right up here. And yes, I will be taking the AOO. I will be taking it. Now, if it would just let me...
Yes,
I would move further, but there, okay.
You may
that's
keep
fine,
moving
actually.
if you like.
I'll stay here.
Alright.
Watch this thing of combat reflexes. If you kept moving, just bam, 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 bam.
I wouldn't be surprised, actually.
We have established, in fact, that they do.
There you go then.
That hits.
Alright. And Fort versus a spell. You're fine.
Hooray.
They have some sort of horrible, nasty, just terrifying spell on those axes, and we're just lucky they've been attacking the people with good fort saves and the dwarf.
And that should be my turn.
Alrighty.
We're just lucky is what we are.
an alarm.
My hammer has blessed us.
So only one left standing?
Yep, just the one. He's surrounded by smile nuns and dead bodies and.
There is another one up here.
Oh, okay. Well, there's more. Yay. But we don't know that. Well, you know that, but unless you shot more.
Dead, kind of nauseated at the moment.
Yeah, you're mostly blah.
Holding his stomach.
I don't think I can help you with that, sorry.
But my smile nuns can do something about it.
Well, she's probably aware that they have some kind of spell turning after watching the chain lightning fly back.
Yeah.
Probably a
Boing.
safe thing to assume.
So that kind of limits what you can do directly.
I mean, if they were just golems, just
what's
physical,
your,
it bounces off. Well, that's a new story.
What's your what's your oh damn it skill
Spellcraft?
with knowledge arcana actually.
Oh, well, for that, she does not have very good. So she probably wouldn't actually notice, but...
If your knowledge arcana is too low, it's possible that you don't know that spell turning is a thing.
She has the spell.
Then she does know it's a thing, and she can recognize that that was what happened with a
Lightning
spellcraft roll.
That I can do.
And that's good enough.
Okay.
Yes, you recognize that that was turning.
Now you have to inform every single one of your summons that ever existed that you ever summon on the battlefield that these things have spell turning. Awesome.
I'm sure the cats will be so concerned. While you're thinking about what you're doing, they're going to do their attacks.
Yes, might as well.
Well, those two are the luckiest cats in the world.
Seriously.
No, they're lucky if they can grapple afterward.
Hey, that one even confirmed. Botched its grapple though.
I've come to the conclusion that summoners completely ruin any kind of seriousness in a fight, because no matter how serious the fight is, the summoner suddenly summoning like pixies or giant tigers or like evil moths into the fight kind of ruins it. Like just you're having a bar fight and suddenly the summoner pulls out like a stampeding herd of rhinos. Like okay,
No, wait until I summon 6 Brachiosaurus.
yeah. Then the fight is just okay. Now this is just going silly. You're officially a
Giant
cartoon
tiger,
character just
I love
pulling
that
shit out of
show.
a hat.
Giant
Well,
tiger. I love that story.
You've also got to remember though when Nemethra had that bag of
A bag of tricks with the ferrets.
yes
That's adorable.
would pull out ferrets to send them to go distract goblin guards, or pull out ferrets and tempt Varg into behaving with them.
And she always had oranges on her.
Yeah.
All right, so thanks to that Nat and the fact that Garazan reduced this Welk to 2 hit points, the tiger has fallen it.
Yay!
A tiger has fallen on you. You lose 2 hit
However-
points. Plunk.
Fulton and those 2 tigers now have to make reflex
God
saves.
damn it.
You're just getting soaked in horrible blood and your own blood. God, you are gross. You are covered in gross.
Why?
Wow, you are just yeah. I'm happy to be over here.
All right, so Fulton, you and those 2 tigers start throwing up where you stand
Great.
through the helmet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'll help you
then-
take your helmet off, okay? I'll give you some help, man.
Is Fulton in that gray square?
Fulton's over here. He
Fulton
was
was over
here.
there because he moved chicken coops everywhere.
Okay, so she could technically see through that door to, like, waffling
Yeah,
back and forth.
you're- Yep.
Alright, well, seeing him vomit, she's gonna go ahead and summon another Azada next to him and yell at it to heal him. She doesn't know what's wrong, but vomit's not good.
Fair enough.
Mid-combat vomit, not good.
I think vomit just in general not good.
Yeah, in general. Unless you're
Excuse me
supposed
while
to.
I keel over and empty my guts onto the floor.
Or onto my enemies, because it's acid. Die.
Vomit attack, go!
Hey, some trolls do it. Very effective.
Uh-huh. Okay. And yeah, the floor, the crates, everything's spattered with this horrible blood.
Not just the blood, now it's splattered with vomit from both tigers and another half-orc. This is the grossest room we've been in a while.
Oh, and
Counting
is she
the
allowed
sewer.
to just yell spell turning at the damn Azada this time?
Yeah, just, you could. They have spell turning! Also, heal that guy who's barfing.
Barfing bad.
Then ride a tiger around as a mount.
Do that too, but not one that's barfing.
I mean, I guess I technically forgot to give the tigers a template. I'm supposed to do that, aren't I?
I suppose so.
Yeah.
Are you?
I think I'm supposed to choose one.
You're a
'Cause I'm
neutral
neutral.
summoner, and not every summon has to come with a template. I remember druids could specifically get like a spell that gives them a special template, I know that. Maybe. I don't think Brachiosaurus come with templates. If they do, it depends on what resistances you want and what DR type you prefer. It's just
Right.
like, what's good in
It
this
doesn't
area.
matter for this anyway. It just I need to remember it.
Well, they have DR, so that slightly matters. Slightly.
I mean,
And
I
spell
think
resistance.
I think
they're
most of the
CR8,
time,
aren't they? They'd have spell resistance. Not
yeah,
a
most
lot,
of the time
but-
she'd just be probably putting Celestial on almost everything.
Yeah. Well, if you're summoning Azadas, I think that already, like, if they don't have a template.
Well,
they're
yeah, they
just-
don't have a template. No, they're just there.
So it's just animals then. I guess Celestial too then. So that's DR5, Evil, SR, 8. There's a hit dice? Yeah, it's hit dice. So hit dice plus 5, and resistance. I think with electricity, acid, and fire. No, cold.
Yeah, I should
They
have
don't
been
fire, it's
remembering
cold.
this. Whoops.
It's you can just look at the templates and just put notes, and every time you summon something, just go that one.
That is
Okay.
utterly disgusting.
That's gross.
Ha, nice.
It's covered in dark, evil blood, vomit, and you know what? I'm just not going to step in that. Wait, I'm a tough dwarf. I step where I want.
There we go. Appropriate decorations.
Yay!
So do I get healed?
No.
Let's see here. Azada, Kayla, heal removes. Conditions such as nauseated.
Yay!
Alright, take yourself 130 back up into the black.
That
And
should be a full heal, I believe.
yep, looks like.
Yeah, I'm
And
missing around like 40.
Also, technically healed my bleed, I guess, but that'll come right back.
Yeah, so just kind of redundant.
yep.
Actually, bleeding wasn't on the list.
Oh, doesn't matter then.
Yeah.
Well,
Weird.
it closes the wounds, but just set your bleed level to what it was. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Oh wait, this Azada has not yet moved.
Azada's for everyone.
It's got a fly speed, so let's
All our personal Azadas.
have it get around this mess, over that pile, and over to here. Could you make a fly check for me, please, Chris?
Me?
No,
Wrong, Chris.
the other Chris.
Oh. Sorry, I
Chris-
Chris. Another Chris.
The Chris whose responsibility is the Azada.
Sorry.
D20 plus 25. Good. It's just trying not to crash into the ceiling or anything as it flies
I
past.
roll a 1. Isn't it a natural flying creature? Couldn't it just take a 10? in a combat situation if it has a natural fly speed.
If it has a natural fly speed, that grants it a bonus.
Oh, okay,
but-
so it's just terrible at flying. Awesome.
It's supposedly perfect flying, but yeah.
Perfect, but it's still doing it in tight space under constraints.
Fair enough.
I mean, it just hit us over a lightning bolt anyway, so.
That'd be a big
Yeah, you
case,
probably
too.
cut a little slack.
It only sees one more whelk over there, but
And then lightning bolted because it hasn't learned its lesson yet.
and it doesn't think any of these are probably gonna work oh so well. Hold on, what is this? No, that's a ray. We sure as fuck don't want to do that.
Flame Strike? AoEs aren't countered by spell turning.
Areas aren't counted by spell turning. Let's see here. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm sure this warehouse isn't flammable at all.
I'm sure there's no plate to the general area.
Oh, actually 10-foot radius, not diameter. Hmm.
It would roast some of the tigers, that's for sure.
They're fine.
It's a summoner for you. Hey, it's fine.
Actually, no. The Tiger 76 back here has taken enough axe wounds. It will fall even if it passes its reflex. Yeah, the Azada can't see anywhere to center it that will that won't hurt other people, and as a as such a pure example, it's not going to try. It's out of chain lightnings. Doesn't want to use prismatic spray from here.
Holy
Yeah,
Word would hurt me.
yeah. It's just going to position itself. It's got at-will greater teleport, so it's going to bamf its way over here to give Fulton something to wedge that thing between.
We have a
very
summoner.
helpful.
We have our own private army at a beck and call.
Her beck and call.
Yeah,
At
collectively.
the
I could
moment,
just,
it happens to be yours.
I don't know.
We'll
I can
see
play
how
around.
long that remains. All right, Hlosterin.
You split into more whelks.
I hope
It-
not.
It looks one way, looks the other way, and carves into the Azada.
I like you least. Slash.
One hit. Two hit. Three hit. And that is 2 halves of an Azada.
Ugh.
See you when I summon you next week.
Oh, that's playtime. Let's see here. Who can see this? Grazin can barely see it in between masses of tigers, and Fulton pretty much the same. A portly, bearded, well-dressed gentleman comes around the corner of these boxes here. He looks like he's out of breath and is and looks quite infuriated. He sizes up the situation and says, "You there! If you are who I think you are, lay down your arms, or your friend gets it," and holds up a small china plate.
This man has clearly gone completely insane. I don't
Oh
believe him for
no,
an
here's the
instant.
part where Brad dies.
I don't believe him. It's just stupid.
That does
Somebody
come to the
roll
point
sense
where-
motive.
It's a plate. I'll roll sense motive though. Let's see. I think I actually have a skill. No, I have survival. That's it. I don't think I have sense motive.
I can roll it, but
Roll wisdom.
Okay, so head 4. I got a 17.
This man is certifiable.
No, he's not. He has a plate. Yes, I will destroy your friend. Fear my plate. At the worst, I think the plate is a weapon. So I'm gonna go combat roll in the combat. We can kick his ass.
It's under the plate.
How fast does haste make you again? It doubles your speed, or adds
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
doubles? Alright, so I have
For
40.
you,
No, it adds 30.
yeah, but it can only go
It
above.
adds 30 or doubles. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay,
it's
so I
double.
doubled effectively. Okay,
Whichever
what do
is
I got
the
to work
lesser.
with here? A get guy over there, an armor whelk.
Yes, increased by 30 to a max of twice their normal speed during that mode of movement.
I'm not sure how far away he is and what I can shoot at him to potentially stop him from doing anything.
He is 45 feet away, and he looks like a he looks like a guildsman or merchantman. He looks like a perfectly normal civilian.
Well, I don't want to unload on him then. That might kill him dead. That would be bad. I'm trying to mentally go through the loops of what I do. I can't targeting shot him right now, otherwise I'd just shoot his arm and make him drop the plate, because I think the plate is a weapon, and then kill, Brad that way, which would be interesting. But can't do that, so that's out.
Shoot his legs out?
I can't do targeting.
Let's put it this way: Brad right now has 4 hit points, and if he falls from that guy's hand, he will suffer D6 falling damage.
So it's a 1 and 2. We're
He
good.
could live, I just don't know that. Well, I've already moved, and I need to move to see what's going on anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, where is that bastard? Okay, there's the armor whelk. He looks pretty intact, so I'm going to finish off the armor whelk. Oh wait, there's the tigers in the way. Do I care about the tigers?
And, I'm right there about to hit.
No, I'm not going to hit you. I can aim
I mean,
to where I don't
No,
hit.
I mean, I can kill it.
She has
Oh,
told
yeah.
you that you can just shoot things if you need to.
I mean, Fulton did just get healed. He wants to hit something.
I'm going to let Fulton have his fun, and there's tigers and shit. There's plenty of shit to handle it. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move closer.
I said stand back, or your brittle friend gets it.
Okay, let me think. I guess I'm just gonna, I'm gonna get that close, that'll do, and shout back, lad, you're holding a plate. Unless that plate is, enchanted to fire lasers, I'm not impressed. I'm surrounded by huge tigers. What do you expect is gonna happen? Ooh, the plate.
That depends how much you value your wizardly friend.
I'm confused. He's holding a plate, and I think he's mad. I honestly think he's gone mad.
Fulton.
I will roll my own sense motive, because it'd be good to know if we're dealing with a crazy person.
And you have overheard what's been said thus far.
We're shouting pretty loud.
There's, sounds of combat, so they have to shout.
Yep.
Doo-doo.
Well, it's entirely your call whether or not you believe his story. He sounds perfectly mentally intact, but
But he is holding a plate.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
holding up a
so,
plate and being like, "Beware my power." Like, what?
so it's entirely based on your predisposition to believe him.
I think that'll be left up to Grozin right now, and I'm gonna kill this armor whelk.
Okay.
5-foot step there,
Beat the stupid out of it.
and beat the stupid out of it. I have a +6 from the Divine Power, and I believe I have +4 from the Sigmata, so that's a total of +10.
Woohoo.
Beat the dumb out of him.
+10 to hit, and +6 to damage. Ha 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 ha. Boom.
Plus another one because haste.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, no, I already have that.
Oh, you do? Okay, cool.
That landed.
Here
Keep going.
comes the speed one.
Yep.
Ah, perfect. Damage again. Weird.
First iterative.
Keep him coming.
Second iterative.
That one glances off of his shoulder.
Aw. Third iterative.
Second verse, same as the first. Pang.
Yep.
That should be all.
That's
Okay.
still 60-something damage. It's decent.
Well, 3 hits, so 90-something damage.
Oh, we're at 3. Sorry, I missed the other one.
Really did roll similar damage like all of those, didn't I?
Yeah, pretty close to it. And again, most of your damage doesn't come from dice, it comes from, raw punt things, so it makes some level of sense.
Yep.
It's rogue
Oh,
with damage all over the
are
damn
these
place.
actually evil?
Maybe.
Because it is a holy weapon.
Right. It is a holy weapon, and yes, there's there is a reason it is not taking that extra 2d6 each.
Okay.
It's not quite that evil.
Just figured I'd check.
Alrighty. Shenalar. You hear shouting, but without a perception check, you can't automatically make out what it is.
Well, let's at least try.
You can make out that someone over there is threatening threatening your friend or your brittle wizardly friend.
And
But you
Gordon's
can't
silent
see
about a
that
plate.
it's someone holding up a plate while he shouts this.
And Gordon's been shouting like, "You're holding a plate, man!"
So it's confusing. Great.
Yep.
Has Lindall been served up on a platter? Is this his
Literally.
ultimate fate?
He's a cannibal.
So yeah, there's a bunch of people standing in the way.
They are all your people.
How do I take her off the grid so I can see what she can see through the...
Right click and then turn off snap to grid.
Ah, thank you.
Place your center
Cool.
anywhere in the square that you're actually in, and it's legit.
Awesome. So yeah, she's gonna take a risk then, hearing this, and looks like a dimension door.
To there.
Yeah.
Yep, 45 feet. There you be.
Okay, so it's nice you can at least see a weirdo holding a plate.
Yep.
Yes.
His
A
beard is
bearded-
nowhere as glorious
perfect.
as mine.
No, he is only human after all.
Exactly.
I don't suppose you happen to have dimensional agility, do you?
No.
The cat swats you because it gets confused.
Bad
Ow.
kitty. Bad kitty.
Alrighty.
Now summon time.
Yeah, so the gala is going to join Fulton and charge that.
Oh, whoops.
Ah,
I
forgot
forgot
to
to
bleed.
bleed.
Yeah, there's only the one foe, so Chain Lightning isn't worth it. What is Light Rays again? 2d12 holy damage. Actually, that's that is going to be more damage than charging in with the greatsword. On yeah, so 3 plus 14. Now, if only it hadn't rolled so damn poor.
Yeah, that was shit.
To be fair, those same rolls with the greatsword also wouldn't have connected. So,
This is true.
the cats, let's see here. Our tiger.
I'm surprised I haven't charged the guildsmen in full fury.
Well, I'm just getting to them now, so.
Oh god, giant fucking tigers. This was a horrible idea to attack them with a plate. Blarg.
Alright. Oh, actually, those last two pairs actually can't do anything because they're still tossing
Barfing.
up cookies that they haven't eaten. It's two over here, however.
That's a decent question. When you
Shinolar.
summon tigers, do they have anything on their stomachs?
Well, they probably came from somewhere.
Yeah, it's presumed they probably came from some, like, if they're celestial, they came from, like, Nirvana, I think it is.
In this
It depends
particular
how angry you want them to be.
in this particular setting, it has already been established that summoned creatures existed somewhere, living their own lives.
So they
So,
probably parked
Your
up in
rulebook
Cell.
says that.
so Shinolar, do you want to tell these two to rein in and not go attack the squishy-looking one?
Yeah, she's
Heal, kiddies, heal!
she's confused enough at this point that she's gonna hold back and see what's going on.
Alrighty. Stay. Alright. The Welk is going to take a step back and chop into this cat,
Poor
But-
kitty.
but that is... Well, that is it for that kitty. 19 HP minus
Well, it just
19
poofs off
damage.
to its land and it's fine.
0. But it is not going to attack Fulton because there is currently some parleying being done.
It turns its axe at the plate. Die!
The man holding the plate has it held up above his head. Lay down your arms. You'll not get another chance.
So my new character is a shadow mage.
I am going to try. I need, like, if we knew it was you, the problem is my character has no reason to ever believe that ever. He doesn't think, he actually doesn't think,
He already thinks so little of
Lindahl.
magic that...
well, no, he just thinks Lindahl isn't stupid enough to get himself turned into a plate, you know? Like,
I'll see you guys in 2 to 4 months.
I mean,
Fulton might believe it, but he was a bit distracted by the armor welk.
Yeah. So, Arousal, you are facing him. Your gun barrel is not pointed directly at him, I hope.
a little to the left. I can make him drop the thing, and he won't even take any damage from it, but then he drops a plate, and that might kill him. The plate, that is, not him.
Yep.
He's knocked him prone, but that still has the same problem of he dropped the fucking plate.
Oh,
Likely.
it's too bad that using a wand is a standard.
Hmm.
I've got a featherfall wand in a wrist sheath.
Save the plate. Okay, what can I do? What can I do? I need like to review everything I own to make sure I at least have an option. other than trying to talk him down, which isn't going to talk anymore. That actually could work. Hold on. Okay, here I am. Damn it, it only worked for scatter. Okay, that's not going to work. I was going to entangling shot the guy, but it's a scatter shot. That means I would hit the plate. So, Well, I don't want to use my special greater burrowing bullet on the guy, because, well, he dropped the plate. Damn your plate. You know what? I don't think the plate is anything. I just think I don't want him to drop it. Or at least deliberately activate it, is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's like a bomb or an evil enchanted plate with a demon in it. So I don't want him to drop that and shatter it himself, but if he accidentally drops it, it might not be under control. So I'm thinking I'm going to knock him prone or shoot the object out of his hands. So... he's threatening our friend and wielding a plate. If he was wielding anything else, if he just happened to have the plate on him and he had like a gun or like bodyguards or something, but no, he's like brandishing a plate.
Garazin,
Okay,
make a perception check.
Alright, sure. Okay, 25.
The plate is colored purple and gold, just like Lindall's cloak and face mask.
I'm gonna make a wisdom check.
I picture a little thought bubble coming out of Garazin's head with a little.
He rolled a nat
hamster
1,
running
he
in
has
it.
no idea what the fuck's going on, he's gonna fucking shoot the guy. It's a fucking plate.
Good lord.
Color doesn't mean anything, it's so
Yeah.
what? And I don't even know how, if it's dark in here, I can't see colors.
Yeah. Well,
The story picks up 4 months later.
Alright,
Okay,
so you are
let's
raising your gun
see.
to shoot at him?
Totally, yeah, like I just flip it over and like make a shot.
His readied
So-
action goes off.
By all means.
I'm ready in action to smash this plate.
With my gun.
He cries out, "Shit!" and bolts behind cover.
His ready action was, balls, they didn't believe me. Okay, so I guess I get my turn then? I can't shoot him anymore.
Well, that standard action is now invalid, but you still have any other.
Alright. I'll keep moving if I see him, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Can't, so that was 30, I believe.
Yes.
Anything else to work on?
Pardon?
I did pass right by that, so I would have seen more.
Oh, hold on. There's a single. Oh, right. There isn't a single pixel of VBL there, but there is.
Yeah, that, yeah. Double move, I suppose.
Except you used your standard already.
No, it was invalidated, so I can't.
Oh, is that what that means? Okay.
Yeah, if it's invalidated, you can't do it, so nothing was done. Swinging my gun around to point at something is not an action.
Yeah.
Okay, I discovered him.
Not using 6-second turns anyway.
Let's see, I moved 10. 10 plus 15 is 35. 25. Actually, I'm good. Like, here. That's good. I go up next to him and simply say, "You're not getting away, lad."
Alton. Rosin runs off into the back of the warehouse.
I can probably trust Garaz and be able to run down a merchant,
Okay.
who also seems to be insane.
That's
So let's kill
bonkering.
this armor well. Another 5-foot step. And gonna beat shit out of it again.
Yep.
Look at that. Does that confirm?
Yeah, that confirms.
Wang.
Let's see here. A 4th level, when a Vindicator confirms a critical hit, he may sacrifice a prepared 1st level spell to invoke Doom upon the target as an immediate action.
You're
Oh,
doomed.
Bother. Roll your reflex, though.
Yes. Oh, but
Voice
it's just
flattering.
dead, huh? Alright.
It had 35 left. You dealt 79 to it.
Okay, so here's a question. Is it a living thing?
It is not.
Damn.
Sorry.
All right, you made your save that time.
That reminds me, I killed
Yay.
2 of those things. I get 2 grip points back. I just need to
No
remember
more
that.
chunks for you.
So I'm back to
Unfortunately, that
full
means
crit, so that's good.
I cannot cast Death Knell on it.
Aw. We'll get to the Ring of Deadly Juggernaut or whatever it's called, and where you get like more DR and HP per kill. No, it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be alive, just like if it's fall down dead, you win.
I had the spell for that, too. I think I have it prepared right now, even.
It's
Alright,
great
so
for melee characters. Especially since you
I
guys
took a
kill steel.
5-foot step and I killed it, so I think that might be it.
I think you have a
Okay.
move, because that was just a swing, by standard, essentially. You didn't get the full attack.
It was he took a 5-foot step, so
Oh,
you
okay,
can take
never mind.
any move action that isn't movement.
Yeah, sorry.
Is there a move action I can do?
Sheath your sword like a badass.
Do you have a potion in hand to quaff?
No.
Stop bleeding.
I will stop the bleeding. I will bleed for this turn, but I will stop the bleeding.
All right. Shinolar.
Go, my
Okay.
high goose.
That actually will be one of the first things she yells will be to, I guess the command will be stalk. That way they don't actually hit.
Sick 'em.
Like, she doesn't want them to hit them, she just wants them to entrap them.
Could you roll me a Oh, what will it be? Could you roll for your tiger a? Oh, only a d20 plus 6, eh? Well, he thinks he's better at it than he actually is.
Oh, you poke its huge head around the corner. Looks dumb.
It is just the tiger.
I know. Hey guys, what you doing?
So, d20 plus 6, please. For Tiger 89. Which attempts to jump over these boxes, but just piles right into them face first.
I'm hidden. I'm stalking. I am the best cat.
Who's a
I
good
am
boy?
a hunter.
We have discovered the moon of cats.
Okay, and the merchant who's acting on the armor whelks' turns. Oh, actually, do you have an action of your own?
Yeah, she's
Yeah, okay.
gonna, let's see, she can move 60, so... Ah, that's where it is.
Well, Gorsman has this guy cornered in a room. I think this guy's kind of done. There's not a whole lot he's going to be able to do.
Is he still brandishing the plate?
Yeah, not. He probably has it tucked under an arm and is like half running.
He's holding it in one hand.
Okay.
Behold his plate.
I guess she'll, not knowing what the plate is, but assuming breaking it is bad, because
That's the conclusion we've come to, yes. I think it's like a lamp, and like a demon's in there and he breaks a demon.
right. She's gonna ready an action with, use a swift to get out her wand, ready an action for Featherfall, if need be, if he tries to break the damn thing. At least on the
Okay.
floor.
Alrighty. He finds himself cornered by Garazin And being the twitchy and uncertain individual he is,
Please tell me he whacks it over the head of Gorazin like a weapon. Just.
well, he doesn't have a big clay pot near hand to smash over your head so that he can get away from you.
Why does everyone conk me on the head with like every object known to like humanity, like pans, plates, pots,
Ceilings.
mimics?
Your short is the closest thing to them.
Fair enough.
Oh god, I just thought up the worst one-liner for this guy. Your
Go on.
friend's fate is on your head.
God.
That is awful.
Why?
Oh, that was
I
terrific.
feel
and we won't even
physical
know why.
pain.
I loved it. Who are you guys kidding?
Okay.
So he's gonna try and clonk me on the head, presumably? While I'm wearing a helmet? God, you look stupid. Those dumb guildsmen. So dumb.
So, if he hits you on the helmet with the plate. If he misses, he's fumbling the plate, and it's going to fall to the floor.
A lot of my
want him to
AC is
miss.
dodge. Let's see. Versus touch user. That misses. I just-
Swish out of the way.
I sort of move and like, lad, what are you doing?
Shenalar.
This is just kind of sad.
Shenalar, I will need a perception from you to notice the plate has been dropped in a bad fumble. And actually does feather fall even target objects? One free-flowing object or creature per level.
Hooray.
It is just a pretty low level wand, but
Hope we saved the plate.
Ah, okay, there we go. I was just rereading Featherfall. Changes the rate to a mere 60 feet per round. What? But they take no damage upon landing. Okay, good.
I think 60 feet round might actually be faster than
yeah,
You speed up.
it speeds it
Yeah,
up.
that's actually only 10 feet per second, so it's actually not that bad.
Compared to just falling, yes.
Is
I mean-
it gravity like 8 feet per second?
No. It's
Oh, is that meters per second?
it's 9.8 meters per second.
Yeah, that's acceleration.
Yes, which after 1 second is, hey, 9.8, call it 10 meters per second. This is a mere 10 feet per second, about 3 meters, and also, like, 10 feet per second, that's like halfway between a brisk walk and a very slow jog.
So it is the whole Mary Poppins slow fall thing.
Yes. So, the plate lightly clatters onto the floor, and the guildsman slams himself back against the wall and says, "All right, I give in."
I just pull my gun at him going, good. Because you looked pretty stupid.
Because he has none of his retinue left to defend him.
Someone will get the manacles, I'll keep him against the wall.
We
Because you
have
put the manacles on another guy, so just use rope for the other guy and manacles on this one, because clearly he's the important one.
Well, assuming the combat is now over, Fulton's
It
going to come
is.
investigate.
Feel free movement.
Fuck you and your plate, smash.
No. I still think there might be a demon or something there.
The tiger
Gonna-
goes over. What's this? Clunk.
Bad kitty.
Gonna nudge his way past the tiger.
On that note, stay. Stay, kitty, stay.
The one in the box just like poked his head out.
And yes, let's look at this plate he was brandishing.
I just keep my gaze on the guildsman, gun at the ready. And one of you two go fetch the manacles.
suppose
Its
it's my
stubby,
job.
tiny tail. All right.
So the plate is colored like Lindal?
I like Lindell's clothing, yes, that purplish cloak, that golden face mask.
I never liked the way he dressed.
Right. Let's detect magic here.
So play a magic plate.
One quick question. Walking through this gunk, is that gonna do something bad? Because I'm probably gonna.
I mean, you're
Unless
wearing
you-
shoes.
Unless you kneel and start smearing it on your skin, no.
Okay,
As long as
that
you wear
plans
shoes.
out, I guess.
Just have your tigers drag the rest of the men inside so we can tie the one that's wearing the manacles up and put the manacles on this guy.
You know what? Why not?
Jay, why do you got to do it? You're not even strong enough to haul these men around. Just have tigers do it.
Sorry, haul who around?
The men we captured.
Those tigers cannot possibly fit through
Oh,
the
yeah,
secret
that is
door.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem.
Get a Gala to do it.
We'll get
Hey,
about, get the
Hey,
galas.
Gala. Go fetch.
Come lift shit.
So yeah, detect magic on the plate.
Reservoir.
It's a magic
I
plate.
left the celestial planes for this. Reservoir.
Yes, you did.
And thank you very much.
Let's see here. A polymorph any object is a transmutation of level 8 of caster level. Yeah, there's a transmutation effect going on here. Either this plate has been enchanted to be the shape it is, or it's not what it seems to be.
Gorzin, just watch him for a minute.
Yep.
Somebody
Just fetch the
is
manacles and we can pin them up. Just saying.
I'm
Somebody
gonna.
use transmute sand to glass on it.
I'm just gonna sit here and pray for a minute and fill my level 6 empty spell slot with greater dispel magic.
Alright. Just gonna watch the man, gun pointed at him stoically. I will ask him a question though. You wanna explain in your own words what the hell you were thinking you were doing?
I invoke my right to submit to the city guard.
Does it look like I care?
You're not with the city guard?
You wish I was.
On the plate it goes.
Feel free to roll a... let's see here. Greater dispel. Oh, there we go. Roll a caster level check. It's a targeted dispel on a single spell?
Yes.
Oh, pardon, I'm the +4 bonus only applies to counter spell. Yep.
Yes.
D20 plus caster level. Versus 11 plus Lindall's caster's level.
You might not win this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't win that one.
Nope.
Bzz. So while she is getting she got the prisoners together for us. I
Working
looked
on
at
it.
Fulton. Fulton, just if you got a second, go get the manacles for this guy. I'd prefer not to have to stare at him for the next hour. I want him secure. While we have a nice
Alright.
chat, like about, what's with the play? Why'd you attack us? Why'd your minions? Where our friend is? Why you threatened our friend? And a good reason for me not to hit you up to the guard with a note on you saying I killed people, and then proof somewhere around there.
Okay, so which one of these guys has the manacles on them?
Then I could just stick you with the whole capturing women thing you've been doing at this brothel. That's always a fun charge.
I believe it was, the...
The most important looking one would have the manacles on him, so it's the one that's not a thug, effectively.
Yep.
So
The
just tie him
exchequer
up
there.
with rope and...
Is he conscious?
That is still unconscious.
Alright, easy enough to tie up.
I don't think I actually have any points in use rope.
I don't either, I just have a really good dex mod, but... Honestly, these guys aren't only really worth anything, so we're probably just going to have these guys over to City Guard, likely, and keep this one. Because they probably don't know much. This guy probably knows something.
All right. Well, taking the manacles. I don't know.
And the feathers.
I don't know if I even have any rope.
I do. Yeah, you just take it from me. So we go.
All right. Let's tie him up then.
It's silk rope, so it's pretty tough.
Yep.
Rosen, could I
What do
get a perception from you?
Sure.
What do you roll for this?
Dex check,
For
just
tying someone up?
Yeah.
With
43.
rope? That's a that's
It's
actually
a
a
grapple check.
yeah. So
Oh, right.
It's
It's
a
a
what?
combat maneuver now,
yeah,
right?
it's a combat maneuver.
Oh, okay. I can actually do that.
You might be better at it than me.
Unless because you're using the rope to improvise bindings. If you're using shackles that have a set DC, you use that DC.
Nope. Using the rope.
Yep.
Should I
Yeah,
add
let's go with
the
this guy.
strength bonus I get from divine power still,
Uh,
or the attack bonus? I guess it is. But
well, you said you tried to dispel that off of the plate
Yeah, that took a
before we
minute,
went
so-
about to this, so
right. Yeah.
it's
Okay.
been 10-ish minutes.
So yeah, I got a 43 on my perception. I imagine I see whatever it is.
Yep. 1 second. All right, Checker, he's tied up. DC 28. Here. It's necessary to use this. Okay. Rosen,
Yep.
you are standing over this man who has slumped to the floor and is just pinned himself there while he was in terror of that giant cat possibly eating him and you possibly shooting him.
Mm-hmm.
And in the several minutes that you've been standing there watching him while Fulton tries to figure out what's up with that plate, you've sent Fulton over to go get the manacles from that other guy.
Yep.
When you hear a scratching and shuffling, and you look back at the guy just in time to see him grin and disappear in a burst of sparkles.
Son of a bitch.
He's fabulous.
I roar in anger, and shoot the wall and where he was.
There is
I'm
was a
assuming he's invisible, but I don't know.
there is a spattering of holes in the wall.
I'll just mark off an ammo for my camera.
I think at shooting, Fulton's going to come running back over.
Just boom, just bang. He fucking teleported.
Lovely.
Fucking great. Well, go put the manacles back on the important one. I'll just give me the manacles. We have them tied up, whatever.
Fulton will just give him the manacles, and he'll pick up the plate.
We know what his boss looks like now, so now we can start interrogating these guys properly. So what's with the plate? Is there a demon in it?
I believe he may have been telling the truth.
That our friend is in danger? I believe
That Lindahl is indeed this plate.
You sure?
It is a transmutation spell effect.
Ah! I guess we got really lucky. Sorry, Fulton.
Why are you apologizing to me?
Because, had I killed our ally, I think you might have gotten a little pissed off at me firing willy-nilly. You know? Also, sorry, Lindahl, I was killing you. And sorry, she, for... Actually, I don't need to apologize to you, never mind. While you magic types figure that out, I'm gonna go look around, because, it's a magic plate, the fuck do I know?
So, how do we fix this?
With magic! How do you call it?
I've tried to dispel it once already, but it resisted my attempts.
Yeah, feel free to stop just random walking there, Garaz, and
Okay,
if you want to search the warehouse for something in particular, just tell me what you're looking for.
just like any kind of notes, desk. I know there's notes and desks over there, like other ones, perhaps. Not or anything like really interesting, like, oh god, look at the huge supply of like illegal drugs.
If you have any castings of Dispel Magic, that would be appreciated.
No illegal drugs yet?
Well, it's not like you're going to find a lifetime supply of skooma.
Aww. I like this. This. That's a door,
A
right?
jar of Vegemite.
Yes, that is a door.
Good, kitty.
Well, I have something that might work.
Can it move?
And then she can beckon to the Asada, who gets to do a whole bunch of work.
Kitty, you don't move. We're gonna get violent. And let's put it this way: I'll win that one.
Is Fulton holding the plate at this point, or is it still over there?
I
Yeah,
can
it's
put the plate
reasonable
on the
to assume
ground.
he's... you guys can carry it without too much terrible worry. If anyone botches an acrobatics check in the next 20 minutes, though.
I'll just put it on the ground.
Please, attempt to dispel this plate.
Asada just looks at you.
She might be having trouble not, like, having a small smile. This is ridiculous.
She, tell your cat to move before I shoot it. And make a pelt out of it. And wear it.
Fine. Move aside. Precious.
How do you know? It could be an evil plate. Son of a cat.
I will speak to the Gala in Celestial.
Yes, that might help.
There's a transmutation spell effect on the plate, and the coloring would seem to imply that it is one of our comrades turned into a plate.
His fate is most horrifying. Hey, dumb question. Can Galas sense evil?
I believe they have it constantly running or something.
Is
Yeah,
his
that's a constant
non-detection
detect
evil
evil.
thingamadoodle still working as a plate?
Non-detection continues.
Okay,
to
so
work.
functions as a plate. Alright.
Well,
I was just curious because it would have come up.
I
If
don't
Galas
have
like,
an
this plate is evil. I might not want to do that.
I don't
That's the
have an
evil plate.
alignment right now. I'm a plate.
I know, it's just kind of funny. I thought you would be an evil plate.
And undetectable alignment will still be running when I come back. Actually, if dispel succeeds, if greater dispel succeeds, it might be able to dispel it.
And then the Gala just suddenly like screeches like a pod person. Evil!
It does not have greater, only plain dispel.
Oh, good. It can only
Yeah, you should
dispel
be-
one thing at a time then.
Yeah, you should be glad that my greater dispel failed.
So,
So,
Actually,
Lindahl, I dispelled some stuff, and I got some questions, buddy. How long have you been evil?
this.
Nope.
Well, the good news is it's
Still a
got it
plate.
at will.
Just gonna keep hammering it.
Ad nauseum.
Yeah.
Stop being a plate.
And and your time limit on this summon is
It's like, it's a lot.
probably.
it's like a minute to level, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's what I was thinking. Minute per level, so it's gonna have some time.
Yeah, I'm just going to assume that it can roll the necessary
15, it
15
looks like.
sometime in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, just let it take 20.
Yeah, it has it at will. It can do it once a round. Yeah, it can take 20. There's no risk if it fails. However, since it is single dispel, that means the only thing dispelled will be the spell it is intending to dispel.
Which is an undetect alignment because it knows.
So, Bamf. And your mother too!
Yeah?
Wait, where am I?
I put my head out. What?
Welcome back to the world of the humanoid.
Ah, good. He's back. Awesome.
Well, that was entirely irritating.
You want to explain how you got turned into a plate, maybe?
Hey, wait, is this what I've been doing to people? That hurt!
You doing this?
I mean-
What?
I guess some people come to whorehouses for different reasons.
I would
Apparently.
assume he ran afoul of the same thing the Gala did when it tried to lightning them.
You think you can reverse that kind of thing? Well, apparently
He
you
had
can.
spell turning on.
That means nothing to me.
The
I'm
short answer
assuming
to
it
your
means it
question is
swings
yes.
off and hits him instead. So you try to turn one into a plate, so you turned yourself into a plate. And the reason I am not going to stand on top of a tall building and laud this to every wizard I see to eternally damn your any reputation of being a good wizard is...
Do you want to be a plate?
Good reason. Right. You guys gonna help me with this door? Yeah,
One
B is
moment.
the guy who we think... Well,
I'm
you turned
I'm
yourself
going
into a
to
plate, but the guy that was going to smash you got away because teleportation, so...
I'm
It's
gonna
all right.
summon Llewellyn to heal me up.
Oh, I was just gonna
Hold
summon.
on.
I was gonna have the Zada use at will cure until we were fine,
Yeah, we have plenty of
Uh,
healing here. I mean, I can do that.
and she should still have some serious wounds still too.
Okay, I'll add that back.
Feel free passing that around. I don't know how much they have, so I mean, just do a rough calculation, and if it's not for everyone, it's not for everyone. I'm gonna go open this door now. It's bugging the hell out of me.
Maybe you should wait until we're all prepared for anything that might be beyond that door.
I'm sure it's gonna be a tiger or something terrifying. Ooh.
It's a plate.
2 more plates. He's collected them.
Okay, so what's that will curing me?
I'm just checking here. Yeah,
Is it full?
at will cure light.
I mean,
So
it
you
might
could
as
just
well-
Yeah.
stand there until.
Yeah,
something
it's
heals.
already burned its heal.
It does have 3 cure serious wounds.
Yeah, Ooh, let's see here. Well, it's only got a minute left before it will be going away. So, have yourself 3 cure serious.
And the spell level should be for max, right? For plus 15? Well,
Its caster level's only 13.
13, okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Judging from the condition Lindahl probably is in, let's just throw those on.
Yeah, Lindahl, have yourself back 71, and that takes you to full.
Any time left can be used to top off
Heal
she.
me and she. Yeah, she first, obviously.
Nope. Is at a returns to parts unknown.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah, she's not really hurt that much.
Yeah, I'm alright too.
And the tigers will actually be following moments later.
Phew. Alright, everyone ready to open this door, and assuming there's nothing behind it, we're going to start looking at these obvious papers and see if we can track down some things.
Is anyone going to be watching the thugs?
How about you do that, Fulton? You're the big scary one. If they get away, you can just grab them.
Scary one who's currently AFK.
Yeah, but give them something to do.
The
Alright, you can open
upshot
the doors.
is that a prostitute who works here has my ring.
Alright, that's an upshot. Let's see what's behind door number 1.
It is a pretty crappy metal door. It is held shut with a simple padlock, but it's not a really great padlock. You could probably break it off with your foot, never mind the butt of your gun.
I return. What did I miss?
They're just getting ready to go in through that door.
We set you to guard the thugs.
You have the best CMB, so it kind of made sense.
Nah, fine.
Well, if something bad happens, you can just rush right over here. It's not like you're far away.
Nah. I could
So,
also
yeah, I
just
just-
flame strike all of you.
Remove the lock with my bare fist of mighty power.
Just a moment.
Actually, I swat it with my hammer. That makes more sense. I don't have strength score to really do the kind of hand ripping.
You do have a right to bare fists.
I do. But they're strength 10 fists, not very impressive ones.
What's that? That's that will do.
So does the luck turn me into a tortoise?
Yeah. Just hold on, because according to the random sequencing of time and events, Rosen, you're standing in front of it and just reaching for your hammer to smash this lock off, when there is a sudden crashing at the front of the warehouse.
Investigate. Speaking of, we probably should loot these bodies. It occurs to me.
They
You
aren't
hear
really
this-
bodies, is the main thing.
You hear the sound of heavy boots.
I would assume that's the city guard arriving.
Okay, Fulton, you're the most likely to explain things. You go explain things. I'm gonna go open this door while we have a chance, and someone grab the papers off the desk now.
I should be explaining things. I have the highest diplomacy.
Well, Fulton's the one who looks the most officious, is all.
Back in
And
just
I'm
a
the
second.
one who caused the fire.
That's true, but I don't think you want to admit that.
Sure I do. These thugs were gonna break me up. Also, they're imprisoning prostitutes through the use of drugs and magic.
Yeah, that surprises absolutely no one. But it's probably illegal, so yeah.
Lindahl definitely does have higher diplomacy than Fulton.
I believe it.
Yeah, I think she's either in competition or close. But she won't really want to be going forward anyway because of the way her character works.
Actually, my diplomacy might not be as high anymore. Let's see. 27 right now.
Yeah, I'm at 29. We're almost equal.
Mine's just plus 11.
Mine's higher when I have my equipment.
Mine
Makes
is
sense.
dwarf.
So -2, except when it counts.
Yes.
All right.
-1, actually. He's not quite that dwarf.
Oh, and before I forget, Fulton's gonna take his helmet off and put create water in it.
That's probably smart. And someone should you should pick up the weapons and stuff. And it's really nice.
So what was this about papers? I might have missed that when I had to step out.
Oh. Gorazin, as he's turning around to tell everyone, someone needs to open the door and grab the papers off the desk, now, and, take them so guard don't fucking screw with everything.
She will go ahead and do that, though I can no longer move my
Yeah,
token.
that's
probably because
for a
something's
reason.
Gotcha.
And we're gonna run in screaming like,
Things are happening.
Rosin shouts, quick, you grab those papers, somebody loot the bodies and something else. And a small group of men come around the corner and notice you guys and shout, "Stop! In the name of the City Watch!
God damn it, why are you assholes never here when it matters?
Everyone put your hands, up!"
I put my hands up.
I point my
With
gun at
his
them.
hands
My hands are up. So is my
Thank
gun.
the various gods you showed up.
Thank no gods they showed up.
Very minor glare at both of you.
I'm just gonna keep marching towards my. I'm just gonna keep going. Whatever they say, I don't care. I'm gonna go get the papers. Fuck 'em.
All right.
I expect the law is somewhere between nil and not.
All of you, stay where you are, and prepare for. Turns to the
Trouble
guy
make a
beside
devil?
him. He turns to the guy beside him. That guy whispers something to him. Then the first guy who was shouting turns back. Stay there. Wait for it to be questioned.
Nope.
What's going on around here? And
I
what is
keep
that
moving.
smell?
I keep going. None of your business, because you didn't show up to help.
Dwarf,
Simple as that.
stop where you are.
Come make me. Not enough of you lot never
That's
showing up when stuff
That
happens.
is never the right answer.
Hey, Fulton, what do you think of this?
I just put my gun at them calmly and go, lads, you're not gonna win that one.
Stop attacking the city guard.
Tell them to fuck off. They didn't help us at all the entirety time we've been here. On top of that,
We were in a
just...
situation to help immediately. They had to wait for reports of the fire to come in.
Oh, awesome. So they're completely unreliable. This whole building would have burned down in half the city if we relied on the guard for this. Nice. Great to know.
How much trouble will I get into if I give him a reach excruciating deformation?
Sit down in my chair and I start shuffling through the notes they have. It's my chair now, so... Feel free to talk to them. I don't care what they say.
A more imposing gentleman comes around this corner. And Fulton, you recognize the captain.
Captain?
I'm happy to have boxes between me and him right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Captain, want to meet my friend, Captain Gardenkill? No, not really.
Second, I seem to have misplaced which set of notes includes the... Where's the East City Guard? There we go. As Gorazin cannot see him from where he is, Fulton, you recognize Captain Edmund Navarre, who looks like he's just come off a whole night of jogging around the city, trying to mete out justice wherever it needs to be dealt out. And he looks ready to start yelling. What in blazes is going on here?
Before anything
Allow
else.
me to speak.
I just keep going through the papers, reading them, trying to memorize them as quick as I can, trying to look out for any kind of discrepancies, that sort of thing.
Alright, you roll me an int check while these two talk.
Yep.
Well, some of my belongings were taken, so I came here looking for them. So I bought an hour with one of the ladies so I could talk to her. During which I found out that I thought this was a reputable whorehouse, but they have been enslaving girls with drugs and magic. But that aside, on my way out, the manager of this establishment was not happy with me talking to one of his girls and decided he was going to try to kill me, so I had to put a wall of fire between me and him, and everybody thought it was fire and ran out of here. That's when a man in gold attacked me, And that's when my memory becomes hazy because I was a plate for the past hour or so.
And there goes any credibility we may have had.
Yep.
Roll diplomacy.
Out the window.
Fulton will speak up and...
Sorry, take 5 off of that. That's still my old diplomacy number.
All right.
I can confirm this story. He was a plate until we managed to dispel the magic. And I'll make a check to assist.
She, you doing anything or just warily watching the guard?
She's trying to keep her distance. She probably actually looks a little flighty at this point.
What in the blazes are these people doing here? Oh yeah, they belong here, we don't. By the way, Garazan, you have successfully memorized a small shipping manifest.
Nothing else? Okay, well, that's actually kind of useful. See what they're moving around. Any other papers?
Chickens, beer, other alcohol, empty alcohol barrels, and some carts of manure.
Okay, this isn't the one I'm looking for, then I'll just keep shuffling through papers. Reading them quietly. Hand on my gun.
Yep. One of the guardsmen says, "Sir, I must ask you to stop flipping through that private citizen's documents."
He's a private citizen, including the fact he was enslaving women. Ain't that pretty?
He's innocent of that crime until he's proven guilty of this one. Wait.
You confused yourself? Go away. Come back to me when you've realized what you've said. I keep reading.
Meanwhile, the guard captain.
I really should learn Zone of Silence.
That'll be good.
Guard captain, who recognizes Fulton.
Inquisitor.
Okay, I understand that you want me to believe all of that, and that any of that has anything to do with anything, including what in God's names are those things over there, but let's just skip all of that, and how about you tell me how you ended up here? Yeah, that's their black blood on your sword. Would you mind,
The short
They're
answer is I
evil.
have no idea what those things are.
Yeah,
But they are evil.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Let me
roll
guess,
knowledge.
you were attacked.
More
Yeah,
precise, one of my companions was attacked first, and I attacked back.
Right. Well, I'm afraid... Hold on, how many of your compatriots do you have in here? I see the... Is it just those other two over there?
That does confirm that he's seen them, so yes.
Good. Come on out from behind those boxes, you two. The cloaked one and the dwarf there.
I'm doing what you're supposed to be doing, so I'll just keep doing that.
I'll be doing it with the authority of the city watch. You'll be doing it from a jail cell if you don't come out here.
One note, always one note. I pick up a book and like I pick up one of the more important documents and walk out.
She technically follows it, but stays far back.
I whisper to the captain, I can slap a dominate on him if you want.
What in the hell will putting a year on him do?
Never mind.
Oh boy.
So I just got some important documents just kind of under my arm, just looking bored, gun, just holding it.
Alright.
So we're not even allowed to be attacked in the city anymore without the guard threatening us with jail. Awesome.
Stop insulting the city guard.
No, if I was insulting the city guard, you'd know it.
You are, in fact, allowed to be attacked. This is one of the few privileges the city guard still permits you to have.
Isn't that
Also
nice?
You're also permitted to not be jailed for it, so long as we can determine that your actions were forthright and good.
I peer over at the creatures. You know, black blood is usually a sign of evil, right?
And if I spill yours, it'll probably be brown, like the earth.
That or, grayish.
Right. So, I will ask you to be guests of the watchtower for a night until we get this sorted out.
No. No. I did this before. I played this song and dance. I'm done being hauled around by my ear like I'm a criminal every single time we happen to get jumped by shit. It's getting tiresome. Do I have a permit or something that says something along the lines of, I get attacked a lot, so let's just skip the paperwork?
That is an excellent question. Do you have a charter from the ministry?
Which one? There's a lot of them.
The Ministry of Adventuring.
Yes, actually, I do.
Yeah, we do.
I was holding it.
Could I see that license, please?
Present.
Here you go.
Well, we were attempting to keep it quiet.
Well, that's out the window. We just blew up I've been shotgunning these things, and
we could have talked our way out of it.
No, we couldn't.
If somebody would have just followed some instructions.
I did twice now, and I've grown tired of it.
You shout over your shoulder as the guard captain flips through the papers. Well, you are indeed certified. This horrifying description does match you, if I account for all that splatter on you. Check. All right.
Speaking of splatter, I just pressed visitation on myself via the the shirt I wear to not be dirty anymore.
Yeah, ditto, actually. That's a very useful thing.
You find yourselves cleansed again.
That's better.
I'm not dirty unless
Best
somebody
investment ever.
And Chinalar was never even near it.
Yep.
She might just be a little bloody.
One of the men pipes up. Sir, there's some bloody cat prints over here. We'll get to one bloody thing at a time. Just hold it, keep it in mind, soldier. Well, these papers are all in order. I will ask you, however, that you need to register at one of the guard towers to avoid most of this mess in future.
Well, we're trying to keep a low profile. Our target is a noble in the city.
Low profile, I'll say.
It has
Well,
been working.
I was just trying to find my stuff. These people decided to attack me.
We tend to have that problem where we're doing things actually pretty legally up until someone decides to start hurting us, and then we have to defend ourselves, and this shit happens.
Speaking of keeping a low profile, Sir Dwarf.
I'm sorry, was that a height joke? Because I might be offended.
Oh, hey, guy totally murdered people in your tower. You're lucky I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Are you aware, good sir, that you match the description of a certain gun-wielding person who recently forced his way into the East Guard Tower?
You just made a short joke, lad. I wouldn't be surprised if you couldn't tell between one dwarf and the next. Listen, let's put it this way. Was he abnormally tall for a dwarf? No. Well, I am.
How did you know he wasn't? I'm actually asking that.
It's a pretty obvious description, so unless your description says, tall for a dwarf, you're wrong. Simple as that. If you're curious, Corison's previous height was not very tall for a dwarf. He was just kind of average. Now he's
How do you
noticeably
know
tall.
it doesn't?
Just a sec. Captain leans over, eyes you up. Yeah, well, man can look tall in the right set of boots. I'd advise you to keep your wits about you, sir, and try not to cause too much undue trouble. If you're caught without that license near to hand, there might be some questions to be asked.
I'll remember that when I'm saving the city watch from mimics or something.
To my record, the City Watch has never had to suffer the attack of a mimic.
Awesome. How about you go talk to the people in the other district and see what you think then?
What was the name of that prostitute who has my ring?
Oh, Oh, that's an excellent question. That
It's in your
was...
notes somewhere.
Yes, it is.
And there's a reason Gorzin left the extremely structured life of a dwarf in a fortress. This crap, times a million.
I will say, you are rapidly approaching the point where Faltus is going to dope slap him.
Hey, chaotic good, not lawful good. The sort of flim-flammery really bugs him. After a point. He's okay with it to a point, but it's gone way past that point.
There's a difference between chaotic and stupid.
Is not stupid here. He's annoyed at the city guard. Really annoyed.
He's insulting the city
Bitching
guard who have surrounded him with soldiers.
And he's
Yeah,
not
that's
impressed by
stupid.
anything they have to show him. They have not done one thing useful in their entire process of being here. Not one damn thing.
Yeah, the one useful thing they're going to do is shoot you in the face.
With what guns?
Yeah, they're just all these ones have to their name is those halberds.
I'm debating hitting
If they
him with
seem
flesh arm infestation
competent-
when he's not paying attention.
If they seem competent, I'd give them more slack, but there's crime everywhere, this shit is going on, there's a whole section of the city that's basically screwed, and this guy goes around jogging. Like, I'm just not impressed. It seems like they don't even really do their jobs until it's 10 minutes too late. And yeah, you could argue, well, there's not enough of them, there's too much going on, but the other places seem okay. What's this place's excuse?
All right, I cannot find that that girl's name. However, I
It started
remember
with
it.
a K.
Yeah,
Let's go with
I-
Caitlin then.
Caitlin, Kimberly, Crystal, Catherine.
actually am
Kaylana
fairly sure
Lee.
it was. I'm fairly sure it started with a C and simply sounded like a K. So
Oh, that's what I
Carolyn.
meant.
let's
Christy?
In the city.
well, let's go with Christy.
Okay, yes. So, guard captain. You seem to be familiar with the area. A prostitute who works at this place named Christy has. I've been aware is in possession of my ring. She made. It was apparently given to her by a client who may have more of my stuff. Would you happen to know this person?
Implying he knows the whores around here. Awesome.
Well, yeah, the city watch would come in and talk to them if something happened here, which I assume happens a lot. It's a whorehouse.
Well, I don't know the girl you're talking about in particular. However, this place is well known as being used for fencing. So, well,
The
if you'd like
ring-
to file an official lost item report with a reasonable description of it, if the guard encounters it, it will be returned you.
Your
I
ring
guess I-
is in the building.
Okay. New plan. How about we summon some stuff and tear this place apart looking for my crap?
Brick, sure, why not? Not like the owner is anyone worthwhile. Bastard teleporter away.
Yes, we have magic that informs us that at least some of my items are in this building.
Well, for the time being, this building is under the purview of the City Watch, and we will conduct our own investigation.
Okay, give me the proper forms.
Yeah, you will find them at the Yellow Armory.
Very well.
I'm gonna start reading these documents.
Let us. I will follow the. I will follow the orders of the city guard.
Very well. If you lot will go. At this point, he points and he looks pointedly directly at Fulton. If you lot will cooperatively, please go back to the Yellow Tower and await the remain guests of the City Watch until we have completed our search of these premises.
So take any evidence we might be able to use to find our quarry and never let us see it again. Is that what you're saying, or are you just
As
trying
I was
to...
saying, if you will do so with your cooperatively, then I will permit you to help my men search these premises.
Alright. Trust is the first sign, so alright. I'll trust you.
Fulton just nods.
Yeah, we go.
Very well. I shall
Shoulder
be
my gun.
sorting out the issues in yon place of business. And he heads out, presumably to head over and figure out what's gone or what's been happening over in the other half of this business.
Arthur rolls his eyes and, alright, lads, come on, let's lift our quarry. Quarries for dudes.
Sirs, I must ask you, please do not steal. Please do not take anything from those men. You may.
I'm not taking
may
anything, I'm
search.
taking the men. There's a difference.
Those men are now under. Those men are now ours to deal with, sir.
They'll handle
Can I have
it.
my rope back?
Yes. Yes. Help me untie him, and I'll apply
Alright,
shackles.
Alright, hold on, let me just... Damn rope. And after a bit, we get our rope back.
Yes.
Fulton, what
And
did you guide
Fulton
this guy
tied
with?
one he did.
You guys
Alright,
get your
got
rope
my
and
50 feet of rope back. With anything else we put on these guys? I don't think so. For your sake, guards, keep an eye on that fella. He's sly. Other ones are just thugs, but that one in particular.
The guards start variously fanning out, looking for anything that looks out of place or of interest. What are you guys going to do?
Oh, since I have some
Fulton's gonna do
documents
what
tucked
they
under my
said.
arm, I'm just gonna leave, and I got documents, I got something to read. Oh, hold on.
So yes, back to the Yellow Armory. Is she no
Yep,
longer going
I
to come?
suppose. I'll go
I
back
will
to it. I mean, I have documents under my arm to read. I'll be good.
I can't think of anything to do that won't freak out the guards really bad.
Me and you both, let's just go.
Yeah, when we get-
Play patty cake with the lawful people for a while.
Yes, Brad?
Yeah, when we get back, I will fill out. When we get back to the Yellow Armory, I will actually fill out forms detailing every piece of equipment I'm still missing in hopes that somebody finds them somewhere.
And somehow gets it to the guard. The guard are corrupt and don't sell it, and they give it to you. Long
Alrighty.
chain of maze.
It's better
Still,
than
that's an
nothing.
idea. It is better than nothing. I'll give you credit. It's a thought. I declare the city's allowed me to be lawful neutral. Very
Insofar as
lawful
the city
neutral.
can.
No, yeah, cities actually do have alignments, like it's in detailed in creating the city, at least in Pathfinder.
Yes.
And that's not to say there couldn't be a fuck ton of evil people in a lawful city. It's just
Yeah. So, you let her headed straight to the Yellow Armory?
Yep, straight there, and I'm going to read the documents I basically openly took. And
Even though
We're gonna
you
do
were
that
offered
while
the
we're
chance to help the guards search these premises first?
I had it tucked under my arm the whole time I was talking.
Okay.
I didn't say
I thought
anything.
they want. Yeah, I thought they wanted
Yeah,
us to
the way
go
that
back
was-
first, and then yeah.
Yeah, the way that was worded, that was
Worded, it just sounded like just leave with whatever and come back to help us search. They didn't seem to care I had it under my arm. If they had said, hey, put those back, I would have. I just want something to read that's important so I can get a head start on this nonsense.
Oh no,
But if
I'll
we're supposed
stay
to
and help
search
search
now,
if we're
then yes,
supposed to,
searching
yeah.
time.
Alrighty. So, keep your hands off of the prisoners there, and otherwise, where are you gonna look about? And what do you
Well, I
want
go-
to investigate?
Hey, Lindhall, you're good with books, right? There's a bunch of papers here.
Well, I'm going to.
I assume he wants to go look for his ring.
Yeah, I'm
No,
going to
that-
go
yeah,
around
yeah,
looking
yeah.
for my stuff, but actually, turns out my summon spells last about 4 minutes, so 4.1 minutes. So I'm actually going to use Summon Monster 6 to summon a group of Lellens to help search.
That was actually exactly what I was gonna do.
Suddenly the room was full of beautiful snake women. Weird day. Oh, while the magic people are being magical, I'm going to go start shifting through documents. And I ask Fulton if he wants to come help.
Just a moment. Fulton's gonna head back to where they were originally, that kind of relaxing and opium room,
Mhm.
Oh, beyond there. Okay, sorry.
and then head in the direction that he had originally seen Lindahl's ring, and just kind of start looking that way. Since he only knows direction from that frame of reference.
Gotcha.
You have no survival skill at all, do you?
Actually, I messed that up. In order to summon a group of them, I need to use my higher summon monster.
Mhm. Okay. Oh, don't bother rolling for how many. It's not going to be. This time I'm going to assume between the two of you, that many are around. And suddenly the guards are all very distracted and unable to search effectively.
Not like they were going to do much with their current search ability anyway.
Go out. If you find anything that looks like it belongs to me, bring it back.
You then hand them a list of shit that belongs to you.
Yeah.
It includes gold, jewels, anything shiny.
I was gonna tell him to detect magic and just start searching for magic items, bringing them back.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that too. I'm just gonna go through documents and see if there's any like interesting bits, like one order of horrible mollusk monsters in armor.
I will also turn on detect and personally start going through things.
Alrighty.
You know what?
Likewise.
Because, yeah.
Okay. After a brief bit of searching, you guys have not noticed terribly much with out in the open with any magical auras on. There's a couple barrels of really high class brandy that seem to have some sort of preservation spell on the casks, but this place is pretty barren of magical effects that you didn't bring in with you. Also, you notice that sometime in the intervening time, the magic has faded from the armor of those armored figures.
Hmm.
A couple of the guards are struggling to open the door to that closed room in the middle of the warehouse. Oh no, you're supposed to put your shoulder into it. Oh no, you're supposed to kick it open. But if it doesn't budge, you fall on your ass. Well, what if it doesn't budge? You break your collarbone.
I put
Oh no,
my
you're
head out of
supposed
the
to do it
noise
like
and go,
this.
lads, move.
Why don't I just go battering blast the door?
How about they just move?
That's one of the things battering blast is for.
Move.
Or, I could just kick it.
So now we all want to open the door. Listen, I have a hammer. It's a magic hammer. It's made of magic. I wonk on the fucking lock. It breaks. We open the door. Easy.
And all the
You-
Exotas can also cast knock, so
Yeah, we just need to take the one that doesn't require a spell, which is bonk the, just magic hammer, clink.
Technically, there were a bunch of spells that went into that magic hammer.
Yes, but none of them require us to actively use a spell right now, so let's go with that.
I would take fall back to the opium place, but I don't know if it's actually on this map.
Yeah, it is, but it doesn't have any tangible, real position. Just a second. Okay.
Suddenly
No,
everyone's interested in the door now.
we just gotta keep watching Bombard, make sure he doesn't shoot anyone.
No, I won't shoot anyone. Not unless they start, trying to kill me.
I cast flesh room infestation.
It's on the door.
why, pray tell?
He said he wouldn't
Because he
shoot
can.
anybody unless they were trying to kill him. I'm not ready. Yes, I will fleshworm the door. That seems like a plan.
Flesh word a thing with no flesh. Go.
Well, first you polymorph it into flesh.
Ew.
Yeah, that's not gross at all.
I just realized you could use that to get through doors by turning them into people and telling them to move out of your way.
Okay, that might just barely be overkill, just for the record here.
Knock
I'm
or
putting it
polymorph
out
any
there.
object.
One of these spell slots is not like the other.
One is flaunting my ability to change the shape of reality, and one is just being a wizard. So it's behind door number 1.
Yeah, just hold on a second. I hadn't actually had this prepared ahead of time.
Okay.
Brady's back there.
There's a whole pile of just women kept in stock.
It's binders filled with women.
Sorry, I'm looking for a texture but not finding it.
High five for the Romney reference.
Okay, screw it. I'll just. Okay. You guys.
It would suck. We open the door and there's nothing. Just literally nothing.
You guys break the lock
That
off
black
of the
texture's
door.
hard to find.
You break that lock off of the door, you swing it open, and you begin to realize that some of that terrible smell in here is not from the crap out in the streets, and not from the still oozing bodies of the armor whelks, but there's also a distinctly charred component.
Awesome. Just awesome. Just wonderful. The best thing ever. This is truly like the best possible thing we discover ever. Can someone please like get me a bucket? I need to throw up. Dorzen goes to be like dry heaves a little over in a corner, turns, sighs. All right.
Fulton!
Someone get
Yes.
Fulton. I think his head might explode if he sees this.
Yeah, Fulton, we might need you over here.
Fulton, I believe you said that you were going to go back to the opium room, remember what direction you thought it was going, the ring was in, and just going to try and wander that direction?
Yes.
Well, you find yourself coming into the warehouse pretty soon,
Hmm.
trying to measure things out by placing one foot in front of the other. Yeah, it felt about this far away, and you come up off behind them just as they've gotten that door open. Hey guys, what's happening?
That.
I think we found Christy.
I think we found evil. Just in general. I don't know if it's the source of all evil, but you know, it's a pretty big fountain of it.
Does anybody have Speak with Dead?
Does anyone have no one's religion to determine what kind of evilness this is? Because it could be specific.
Detect magic and throw in knowledge at it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna stand over here while you do that, because I think probably trapped to all hell against you good beans, so I'm not, yeah.
I roll a 2.
There is a small magical aura in the bowl there.
That was knowledge arcana for the magic. I'm gonna do knowledge religion to see if there's any ritual involved.
And I rolled knowledge religion. Didn't roll very well, but
Okay.
That one did slightly better.
Yes, it did. You recognize the runes and the runes and markings around the bowl, and although the actual act of burning someone to death is not usual for this particular god, the symbology and the stuff drawn around and the few words, scrawled on a scroll laying not too far away. Not sure what to make of that. It's all definitely indicative. Oh, damn it. Wrong. There we go. Urgathoa.
Iamande.
No.
No.
Urgathoa.
Okay.
Who is that?
Link coming up momentarily.
The goddess of physical excess, disease, and the undead.
I look at a guard like.
Yeah,
as if
they're
it's
having
just-
Worship by
difficulty
dark necromancer.
looking
Are we
like myself.
exonerated yet?
Can we like be? Yeah.
Hello,
Hello, sexy skeleton lady.
that's for the guard captain to determine.
Need to throw up. There's a bucket over there. All right. Let's.
This
Let me
bucket's
just-
been used.
Shut up.
Okay,
and
so you
just...
said there was an aura in the bowl?
There is.
Go ahead, Fulton. You're the most likely to not be smitten by dark evil.
Yeah, stepping into the room very carefully.
I'll make space.
I hope she didn't have any of my flammable objects on her.
That would have sucked. Yep.
You notice that around.
So I'm more concerned
around,
that someone was burned alive. That concerns me a little more. Just a wee bit.
You notice that around one of the finger bones is a small black ring.
Oh, it's hell. This goddess is almost literally hell.
That's
Not
fine.
the Nordic one.
Yeah.
If you-
yeah, Lindahl recognizes his ring.
I would recommend retrieving it without touching the
Touching,
body.
yeah.
Okay, I'll use prestidigitation to lift it. It's within prestidigitation's weight limit.
It is a ring.
You lift it up and have to shake it to get the bone to fall out of it.
Probably need to clean it too.
It's
Same
covered
spell,
in
so.
it's covered in soot, but that's all.
Person suit.
More
Yes.
prestidigitation.
Now
Clean
clean.
your ring, and you have back your ring.
Now, you
Wow.
said that there was a scroll nearby?
Just some paper that has that seems to have the text of a prayer to Urgathoa.
Someone read that, but like not out loud.
Yeah, is it readable?
Yes, that's why
Okay.
I say it seems to be a prayer to Urgathoa. You saw it, and it's a little confusing because you don't think a devout follower would need to have their rituals written down somewhere.
No, you typically learn those pretty quick. Is it anything more than just a generic, praise Urgathoa thing?
I do not have any actual text of prayers to Urgathoa written out, no.
Okay, well. I'll assume it's just a prayer.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good ring to have.
It's a ring of mind shielding and invisibility. It's sort of my most important item.
Just to be sure, that was the only magic in the room.
That was the only magic effect that you can see in the room. This altar is crudely made out of wood and stone, and it definitely has a big stone bowl. Although it occurs to you, someone would have to be curled up into the fetal position to fit in this bowl, or else they'd have to stand in it. There's not enough room to actually hold someone who's struggling in the bowl.
They probably dominated her and had her stand in it.
Yeah, it's either magically influenced or willing, and I
Or
really
just high off her
doubt
tits.
willing.
Or maybe they had a dazing wall of fire. But who
Or
would have
that
that?
too. Why not?
Even someone drugged off their tits, as you put it, would probably get up if they were on fire.
Yeah, that's true.
Guard,
Yeah.
I would fetch your captain if I were you.
Yeah.
He kind of needs to see this.
Wilfred, go get the captain. Oh.
The bucket is
James,
over there. Used it may be, but it is a bucket.
Oh God, James, what did you have for lunch?
Same thing you did, asshole. You eat the same barracks, don't you?
First, we find a dwarven child with a finger around its neck.
Now this. I admit this is something of a leap ahead, though. I'm going to just say that. Howdy, Captain. Look what we found.
So, Captain, we found Christy.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, so much for letting you lot stay guests of the watchtower. I'm afraid everyone is going to have to keep their asses planted right here until the Inquisitor arrives.
Oh, fun. Hey, Fulton, you think you can cast Speak with Dead? You did it once for a fella, so you think you can try it on her? I know, and it's not a little... I don't know how humans treat their dead with this kind of thing, but considering the circumstance.
I'm not entirely certain what happened on speaking with someone who was sacrificed to an evil deity.
I asked, I don't know. Her first words might be, but, you know, other than that.
If you're talking about what I think you're talking about, I'd appreciate it if you didn't disturb the remains until the Inquisitor got here. That's kind of his job.
Fair enough.
What if somebody took their ring out of them?
What, did she swallow a ring before she died?
She was wearing my ring. I used magic to get it off of her. Just being honest. It's sort of an important item for me.
It is kind of why we're here.
Ah, so you found what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how I knew it was Christy.
Yep.
Right. Alright. Yes, that should be fine.
Will you be sending a message to the Inquisitor?
Yeah, I'll send someone for it. James, when you're finished with that bucket, get a move on.
How about you send someone who still has the strong enough legs to run and wobble over every single step? These fellows have just seen something kind of outside their paycheck.
Well, mentioning that it was a sacrifice to Urga Thoa should probably garner a swift reaction.
Indeed it should.
Oh,
Only the
if anybody finds documents listing Christie's clients, I'd like to see them. I sort of
There's a
need to
bunch
find
over
the
there
rest
on
of
the
my
table.
stuff.
There's like another section of tables actually listing a lot of documents. You have to shift through a lot of stuff, fella.
I'm a fast reader. I'm gonna go start looking through things, see if I can find client lists.
By all means.
Fulton will just step over to the body. He won't be touching anything, but he will just pray over it for a few minutes.
Right.
I didn't even get a chance to torture her for my ring.
He says mentally to himself entirely, and hopes no one around here has telepathy.
Yeah, but now he's got his mind shielding.
Yeah, that's true.
Ring of mind shielding. I'm immune to detect thoughts and any attempt to discern my alignment.
Out to the guard, Captain. Well, you believe us when we, say this shit just kind of happens to us? Minding our own business, trying to find a ring. This happens.
Yeah, 5 minutes ago, Sir Dwarf, there wasn't any evidence of this.
But you don't... Proof! And then the bodies, black blood, horrible monsters. Like, I can't go to the bathroom anymore without, it turning into a mimic, okay?
Yeah, that actually kind of sort of proves my point, sir.
Okay,
You're
why
kind
have
of
you
a
been going to
menace
the
to the
washroom in my
city, so
mansion?
long...
The city's a menace to me!
The city...
This stuff is happening in your city! I just happen to be here!
Fulton finishes his prayer,
backwards.
steps up behind Gorazin, and dope slaps.
Ow! The hell was that for?
Stop arguing with the guard captain.
I'm not arguing, I'm trying to prove a point.
I'm gonna give Captain Navari a very long, suffering look.
The point is, place is scary, and this stuff is happening to us regardless of our own contributions. It's nothing to do with us stirring up trouble. It's just trouble is everywhere. Professing our innocence to causing trouble is what I'm saying. We didn't cause this. We didn't pick a fight. This
So
just kind of plonked in our
I'm going to
laps.
be over here sorting out my men and not paying any attention to internal discipline issues that you and your lot may have.
Fair.
I do get the distinct impression that there's at least one evil wizard running around this city doing horrible things to people.
That is very
Technically, you're
possibly
right.
true.
Well, there is at least that fella that we had captured but teleported away. Note to self: knock out everyone I come across we capture. So to avoid that, but
Teb, I have
speaking of
found you
people we
again.
captured,
Whack.
yeah, I'm gonna. Like, you kidding? No, I'm gonna. Bah, right in the face.
Little
Flap.
looking all over you. We've been looking all over for you. Smack.
I've learned my lesson. I'm knocking out every single fucking prisoner. Speaking of prisoners, have any of these guys woken up yet? If not, I'll slap one awake for the sake of.
I'll slap him awake and then I'll knock
Which
him
one?
unconscious to make sure
Which
he's
one are
down.
you slapping awake?
The important one.
After a couple slaps, he opens his eyes and... Come on, can't a man feign unconsciousness in peace?
No. Mostly because you're surrounded by guards. Unless you want to be handed off to them right now, you're going to start answering some questions.
I am handed off to them, you ingrate. It's what custody's called. I don't know.
Yeah, you going to answer my questions?
Ha! Hey, Navarre! How goes? All right. What are you up to now, Willis?
Oh,
Well-
awesome. You have a working relationship with a criminal.
Well, this dwarf here was just asking me whether or not he can question me. And as always, Navarre sounding quite irritated and bored. As always, you have the right to restrict your counsel and confession to that of the city guard.
Hey, can you deputize me for like 12 seconds?
Sir
You know, on the
Dwarf,
spot.
I don't even have proof that you're not the one who shot 5 of my men just the other night. You are walking on thin enough ice as it is.
Do you want to
And
get
don't-
this case solved, or you just want to keep trying to blame me for something that didn't happen?
Well, as these men are now at the site of demonic worship, we can keep them behind bars much longer than usual. Isn't that right, Willis? Of course, sir. I'd always want to cooperate in an investigation as a private, non-law-breaking citizen.
Look at them both like. This is. That you. So this man, right here, could know everything we need to know right now and solve it all, but we're going to not do that, and we're going to just quietly let him come up with a believable story, and that's our plan.
Have you ever heard of due process, Dwarf? I know it's an
Yes.
awful high concept.
I have. You ever heard of guilty men walking free?
I
A lot?
have. That's kind of my point.
So we're just gonna. Oh boy.
You know, normally,
You can't even question him. Can you question him?
normally I detest rolling spells against other players, but Garazin, roll a will save.
31 plus 2 if it's a spell.
Yeah, you beat it.
What was it? I'm aware if you tried to dominate me.
Shut up.
I am. It's part of how that works.
I know. Shut up.
I turn very slowly to Linda and say, lad, you're allowed to have an opinion. You're allowed to tell me to be quiet. You're allowed a lot of things. Cast a spell on me again. I'm not gonna hold back with the whole possibly knocking you out thing. Like, you don't pull that. Do you want to do a reflex save now?
I'm
Let's
just
do it.
gonna move.
Right, reflex. I calmly put a bullet in and move closer and say, lad, stop it. You're allowed to disagree. Okay, you're still allowed to disagree with me as I get my musket out and tie on the invisibility scope.
Fulton is going to very calmly walk past Lindahl and stand in front of him.
Tell him to stop casting spells at me and I won't have to knock his dumb ass out. It's getting annoying.
Both of you stop. You stop arguing with the city guard. Lindahl, stop casting spells.
I ain't
You have
arguing.
to
I'm
go to
asking if he
separate
can-
rooms of the same building.
I'm asking if this guy can interrogate him for me, because this needs to get done. All he's been doing is disagreeing by hurling spells. That don't sound like a trustworthy person. He's allowed to talk to me. You're allowed to say, don't do this. You're allowed to say, don't
I
do
have
that.
been.
We
No,
all
you-
have been. You've been insulting the city guard since they showed up.
I ain't insulting them. I'm asking
Yes,
confused.
you are. Whether you think it's an insult or not doesn't matter.
Oh, no, suddenly don't matter. Here's the thing. Regardless of that, you don't hurl spells at your friends. You just don't. Especially that kind.
Glance at Lindahl. What were you trying to do?
Dominate.
Trying to make him shut up.
Yeah, you don't throw that at people. Silence? Fine. Okay. Dominate? No. You do not pull that.
Yes, I would side with the dwarf on this one.
Silence? Fine. You're trying to make me shut up and do it in a comedic manner. Fine. Visibility? Sure, whatever. You don't want to hear me. I don't care about that when you're just being a dick, I guess. Trying to dominate me? Yeah, pull that again. We're going to have a disagreement, and you're not going to win that one. Especially when you're out of your particulars, you know? Also, where are you? Where is everyone? Hold on. Feel my way to this. Ah, okay. I missed. And now I'm back in the
So,
mist.
what is... Yeah, just hold on a second. So, what's going on with this mist?
It's obscure mist. It just sort of...
I know what it is. Lindahl, what's going on with this mist?
It's staying up. I'm staying in it.
You do have a pretty big armored shield right now.
Yeah,
Yes, he does.
and now,
A bunch.
and now I have armored shield and mist between me and him.
I would like to point out that the scatter weapon quality ignores concealment, but
Yeah,
just
The
ignore that.
guard captain pipes up. Alright, clearly you guys are having some internal issues that you need to sort out. Do I
Wizard's
need
a
to step
dick.
in there too?
The wizard's a dick. There's a conclusion I've made. Next time you cast Dominate on me, I'm gonna have words that involve gun. I step down. I don't want to push it anymore. I'm just making it clear you don't pull that. You pull silence. You pull prestidigitation. That's sort of just, I want you to shut up in a forceful manner. Fine.
I
Try and
don't
control
have
my mind.
silence. I have dominate.
At
Well,
this point,
I don't
I'm
know that.
assuming
You're a wizard. I
Rosin
don't
is
know.
muttering all this beneath his breath.
Neither of you are in the right, but yes, if you dominate again, there will be problems. Understood?
You might be talking to Air Lad. He might have just scampered. So as I was
Leaving
saying,
it there the
Captain,
whole
can you
20 the
interrogate
whole
this fellow?
17 minutes.
Numerous head shaking.
Sorry, could you repeat that, Brad?
I'm leaving that there the whole 17 minutes.
Fulton is going to take
Okay.
off his helmet and massage his headache until it goes away.
You will be there a long time doing that.
Hell, since no one's paying attention to me at the moment, I'm going to greater teleport back to my mansion and get a couple hours sleep.
Alrighty.
I got to take off my scene visibility scope, put away my musket, and take a second. Go to the captain and say, right, so that irritation's gone. Can you question this fellow right here? Like, is that possible to do?
As I've been trying to tell you, we will, when we get him to a secured location, such as the guard tower, to which you will too be coming.
So we gotta wait?
There is a due process, there is investigation, and there is the effection of the law.
Yep, that's wonderful.
Actually,
What are these things?
Don't turn your back when I'm talking to you, dwarf.
I didn't. You were done talking
Yes,
when
you did. You walked over there.
Apologies. I kind of knew what you were saying. Due process, the law, yada yada. I respect it, so on. I want to figure out what these things are, and probably you do too. So I won't touch them. Don't get a twist.
Actually, I'm just going to alter that a bit. I'm going to cast Mage's Magnificent Mansion, so I'm around if they want to get me.
Yes,
Alright.
right.
I
Your
just don't
ship-
have my token to make the switch.
It's back where it was. And now it's even visible.
Awesome.
Ignoring all the arguing now, because it's, she would like to go over. I'm just going to go ahead and assume one of these Azadas is hers.
The only ones left are hers.
Okay. She needs to top off. Gonna request some quick healing before they dissipate.
Okay, thank goodness that. Need top off. What? Shanalar, do you need some time alone with your
No,
summon?
that is not exactly what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean now, but... Okay. Yes, you can, let's see here, the Azada...
It has a couple serious wounds it can do, and I'm just throwing it at her, basically.
Alright, yep, go ahead and burn those.
Did my engineering tell me anything about the armor welks?
Caster level, because...
Dungeoneering tells you nothing about those.
I was kind of hoping. Let's try engineering on the off chance they're constructs.
Fulton will throw a knowledge religion at it, because that is what he knows.
I don't suppose either of you have no arcana.
No. That's the wizard's thing.
Nope.
Not that we could come to the conclusion this is a wizard's thing, it's just we're throwing what we know at it.
Oh! Hold up. My bad. Dungeoneering is applicable for aberrations.
Oh, lovely. Alright, well, there you go then. I got a 38, looks like.
Okay. Garazan and Fulton. You two, investigating these bodies, just trying not to move them or anything, but poking when you think you can get in when you can get it in without being seen.
Yep.
The rubberiness of the flesh, the scent, it's actually really starting to become reminiscent of something undead.
And
And more to the point, that black ooze that spilled all over the floor that seems to be its blood. This will be the last thing. That black ooze that spills out as though it's their blood. It's really pungent. It smells. It doesn't just smell like death and decay. It smells really strong. Like so the kind of aggressive rot that you only associate with oozes and other things that exist only to digest.
So it's
these
potentially an
bodies are
undead ooze.
Or something. That doesn't sound right though. More like really old undead, or some kind of undead that isn't like the basic skeletal structure undead. Like not like an ooze, like a snail, essentially. You know, those kind of creatures. Creatures that don't have skeletons, or some that's so old its skeleton has melted into goop.
Mm-hmm. You also peer in through the visors, the slit in the visor, through which you could see no eyes during combat, and there's there's something face-shaped in there, but not. You'd really need to get this helmet off to figure out what's going on there.
All right,
And
Captain, we have an idea what these things are. Permission to remove a hat.
and we will get to the answer to that with next session.
Okay.
And likely more arguing.
Yeah,
Yay,
probably.
arguing.
Explosions everywhere.
And then the
Dominus.
quiet neutral party just slips away.
Alrighty, so, like I said, I don't really have the time to do sessions every weekend these days. So,
Right, that is a problem. I said I could theoretically DM, it's just what else is on the table? And if I was DMing, what the hell would I do?
I've been considering it too.
I'm telling you, Gargoyles the Vigil.
I could run that, it's not something I think anyone else would really be able to handle.
also, it's a White Wolf system. My experience
I know
with
it's
it is
broken,
only
I just wouldn't focus on
tangential.
like the combat or anything, I focus more on the theoreticals.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's a
Some of it
broken
happened, it
system.
wouldn't be
They
focused.
never claimed it wasn't.
Yep.
I mean, technically speaking, there's a lot of things I could do. I can handle basically any D20 or Fate game, Mutants and Masterminds.
Mm-hmm.
What
Isn't there a
is
D20
in the mood
superhero game?
for? What's something we can all agree we kind of want to do? Do we want to do like another D&D-esque game or something different?
Whatever it be, I recommend it be a little lighter than the fare we get in Hlosterin.
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
Nothing
probably.
like too heavy-handed.
Isn't Champions a D20 system?
I think so.
Never really read that rules.
I'll bet
there's
I'm much more familiar with Mutants and Masterminds than that one, but hold on a second.
I mean,
What's Mutants and
I've heard-
Masterminds?
I've heard good things about the Marvel system.
Mutants and Masterminds is superheroes, but it's its own system.
Actually,
Oh,
that sounds
yeah,
kind
that'd
of
be
fun.
cool.
I could live
Yeah,
with that.
I'd do superheroes, yeah.
It is still D20, but they have like their own, like, make your own powers thing going on.
Okay, note to self. I'm going to have the power of hammer space.
Character creation can be
You
a
can do
little
that.
tricky
Okay, that sounds
because there's
fun.
a lot of freedom.
Because
Yeah,
all
if
you
you
have
want
to
to
do is
run
get an
that, I will
effect.
totally.
Like, if you want to build a guy who shoots laser beams, you just take the damage effect and then flavor it like you want and take positives and negatives for it and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay, I could totally run with this, but I'm going to need to know how to.
Ratman.
I would need to know how to play, obviously, so I might need the player's
Yeah,
manual or whatever.
if it's the Champions, the one with publishing's 6th edition published in 2010, or
I
thought
want
we
to be
were
Batman
I
with the
thought we
power
were
of
talking
hammer
about
space, the
Masterminds
scariest
right
thing
now.
ever.
oh,
Do
right.
either of them have a free version? Because that's the one we're gonna end up playing.
Shit.
I don't know, but I do have the PDF, so I could just,
Yeah, that'll save us time.
Okay,
And
that
money.
works.
There is also just a thing on the internet. I'll put links on the forum and stuff.
And PDF is probably the easiest and simplest to be on, at least on my end. But yeah, the forum works too. So.
Oh yeah, that works for me. I had a great idea for a character I wanted to make in Champions Online, but it's too limited.
Mm-hmm. Well, since this is a more open,
I mean, yeah, I
superhero,
can
could
do a
work.
Mutants and Masterminds thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
All right.
The idea was a character with a character who, through a science accident, gained the ability to control the 4 elemental forces of nature, so he can control electricity and magnets and gravity and shit.
You can
Okay.
definitely do that.
Sweet.
So
I'm
yeah,
gonna go with the
post-
hammer space idea because that sounds like a really useful tool guy. I'm the Batman of the group.
All right, so yeah, Kosim, just post what info you've got and what sort of constraints for the setting you're thinking, or the default setting, what sort of information we'll need, and
Right.
we'll get read up. Probably won't have enough lead time to get something for that going
No, but
next
we can
weekend.
get working on it. I'll
But
put something up
next-
in the OC section in there.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
If it's more of a comedic setting, I also have Captain Canadian.
Oh dear.
It could
My hammer
definitely
space
be
guy works for
comedic.
both. If I had a preference to pick, I'd pick one that is possibly serious, but I'm fine with comedic. Like it just depends on what you want to run, I guess.
Yep.
Like I said, hammer space man works for both. So
I have
I'll
ideas for
figure
each.
something out.
It's like my comedy idea for a comedy D&D game. Norman, the fighter who knows he's a character in a game.
All right. Well, I have to go.
Yep.
is that
yep,
followed by
next-
Freydin, the dwarf who knows he's worshiping the DM?
Next
Yeah.
Hlosterin session is on the 12th, and I'll see those of you who choose to show up at the normal time on 5th.
I'll probably just end up
Gotcha.
talking about mutants masterminds at that point, but whatever.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
see.
fine with that.
See
We'll
you
see. I'm
all
sort of
later.
into Hyrule Warriors right
All right.
now.
Later.
Bye, everyone.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Good night.